Yeah, man, you don't know the your boy KG, and right now we on the Hee Haw podcast. You don't know the thing go. Mad.
Start the show.
Man.
From a professional point of view, dog.
Yeah.
Radar entrance song from 0 to 10
Do you think you want to do like your Trinibad verse on that team song?
on that team song.
Boy, I highly doubt.
Like,
But it's cool. It suit the
it's the thing.
Yeah, it's
we saying
the-
that shit. That's what we say.
I mean,
It kinda not easy.
It's nice flow.
Hee Haw.
Yeah, it's
Nice
like
vibes, man.
yeah, but seeing like you can talk about money and the thing, guns
Yeah.
funny thing on the hee haw,
Yeah, anything.
except with the hee haw
Yeah.
verse now.
Right.
Anyway, the only podcast that I already I don't know. The podcast.
Type up none today.
No, I did. Yeah, the only podcast I could watch Deadpool 3 and then be like, this movie is real shit. I'm going to go watch it. And then go and watch it, and then go and do your podcast now because Jesus Christ, that was shit. Hee-haw, Toolman, back again, Mr. Bazie. We're in episode 55.
Oh, your weekend was done. Beside the Deadpool drama.
This weekend was real shit. This
Yes.
weekend was 100% shit.
So you went spa with the Mexicans and them up the road?
Nah, boy, last night I went down you spot us go with these Spanish girls. Like, for some reason, that less Spanish girls and more men.
Yes.
And it was a club night. So it's
Yeah.
like, all the niggas going to be dancing with tonight.
So you bail out.
Yeah, I left. I didn't stay. It wasn't that kind of like you want a nice male to female ratio, like for 4 girls for 1 guy, that kind of thing. Because girls whine on girls, fellas don't whine on fellas.
Right.
See this.
And I had to leave.
KJ,
Yeah, man.
welcome to the show, brother.
Yeah, man.
How you going?
Thanks for having me, yeah, man.
No scene. Tell us, the people who don't know, the Hee Haw listeners, tell them who KJ is, tell them where you come from, the origination. You are the mic.
I mean, KG is a lot of things, you know. You know, a lot of things. Different people would know me for different things, basically. You know, so I came in the industry as an artist, right? And that's what really bring me into the thing, you know, writing music and that kind of vibes. And going through the paces, going through the different phases of my journey. I
Right.
just started to dab in different parts now, you know, the production side, the videography side, you know, different sides basically. And basically I started to use my talents, like things that I was learning throughout, you know, the journey. And I started to help youths now. You know, so if I meet a youth and I find like he has talent, I will start to
Yes, it's,
help him, you know.
you can't say youth.
No, like was a youth too.
No, but
Yeah.
like, what do you say youth? Like, what's the age difference in these youth? How old?
What do you
would
mean?
say? How old are you specifically?
Me, I 33 years old.
Oh, okay, you can say youth then.
And a big
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Do you
come
say
on.
because he look like 24 now. So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, nah, the man is a grown
like 17
guy.
Nah, big man.
17 year old.
Yeah, big
thing.
man.
Okay.
Yeah. So you was telling me how you always reach out and help the youths.
Yeah.
Right.
And they back then, as I said, they when I was a youth, you know. I basically started to use my talents and just started to help the youths around. You
Well,
know?
I hear what you're telling me, and I are really coming from a background similar to yours in terms of now me no bad man. I don't know nothing about the streets, right? Because I will always tell people my grandmother and them do their best with me.
Right.
He lying. Anyway, he lying.
They do the best with me. So things where I see the system, the government, wherever I was feeling the youths, I in a way will appreciate people now who coming up from the same kind of struggle and giving back and doing things to, you know, promote a healthier environment where you come from now.
Right.
So in a sense it's like Trinibad have a stigma attached to it now, boy. And that stigma just kind of make people misunderstand what exactly the power the music is about.
Right.
So what you would tell the detractors, the people who say in Trinidad promoting gun violence, prostitution, whatever they want to call it now, boy,
Right.
right?
Trinidad is promote prostitution.
I don't know. I don't know. But they
I
might say
never hear a
something.
song like
They
that.
might say something derogatory, you know.
Point me to that song, please.
I mean, the world promoting these things, you know, that is what we see in society on the whole, not just in the music. If you look at the movies, you will see the same vibes. You know, we like the movies with the little gunshot and the action, you know, and the little body walking through. And, you know, I mean, that's what we love, you know. We love the video games, the Call of Duty, the Grand Theft Auto. You know, society been always on that type of time, you know. But what people need to understand is the world not just filled with that. You know, it also have positive things in the world too now. You know, and we need to focus on that too. You know, because I always tell people, if I don't want to hear a certain type of song or I don't want to watch a certain type of movie, I just wouldn't partake in it. You understand? I will go to the other movie or the other song. You know, so in Trinidad, it have the gun thing, it have the action thing, but it will be so wrong for anyone to say that is all it have. Because the reality is it have positive music in Trinidad. So if you want to hear the positive music, you have to go and look for it.
You'll find it.
And don't just say, Trinidad full of a gun thing. That like you saying Denzel Washington does only acting Batman movies because you watch Training Day and you watch John Q. But he have Remember the Titans, you know. He have other types of movies too. It's art. You know, people need to understand that what it is. We're artists too. We're actors too. We have our own Hollywood too. We know how to shoot a music video and make somebody feel like we're a villain. You know, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Remember before back in the 90s, so like we'd have been cheering at that point in time, and where you have to do the gangster image, I guess.
Right.
So but back then it was more, I guess you're looking for authenticity. So you had to be this to rap about this, or you had to be this. If you wasn't, you was going to get your card put.
You ain't certified.
So is this the same thing I would say with Trinidad, where you have to be kind of certified to sing?
Not necessarily,
like
because it have a lot of artists who sing the bad man thing, and we know there is no bad man.
Right.
So like, I not to call no names, but I mean,
like if I was to sing, here's the scene. I'm a straight edge person. So if I was to sing, here's the scene. I want to start to sing. I want to sing Trinidad under the name Bombo Clad Jones.
Right.
That's my. That's my rap. That's my rap Trinidad name, Bombo Clad Jones. And it's like I coming out and I automatic, bring it static, ba 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 ba. I mean, I like hoes and shit. I like looseness with girls, but I know no gunplay kind of thing like that.
You know that,
But would I be accepted in the community? Because I don't smoke. I don't smoke at all. But then you see me in the music video, big funk.
Nah.
I two girls, and I open this little
if you're talking in that aspect, I would personally say nah, it ain't go work. Because I ain't saying you have to be a bad man. But to be a dancehall artist is a certain lifestyle, you know. It's like also being a soca artist. The reason why I don't like soca, well, let me not say I don't like soca, because people go say KG don't like it, don't encourage it.
Hate soca, we get on tape.
But it's not that. I don't want to say I don't like soca. The reason why I never looked at soca as something that I should do is because I don't really enjoy the things of the soca lifestyle. Me don't really like rum too much. You know, me don't really like hot sun party and, you know, I personally don't like that, you know. So for me to go and sing a song about out in the road and a drinking punch and I lying, so it wouldn't really come out realistic. And then the people around me go and then I had to go on the stage and whine on a bump and
they know you.
They know me. So it come like I selling my soul there basically. So if you do that, if you come in the Trinidad industry and you know you don't smoke, but you pretend that you smoke it, I think that I feel,
Like our man's not fat now. Like, you remember that guy? And we know he was 100%.
But that was comedy. That was comedy.
100%. Like how it dangerous now. Like what people say, don't run into this industry, you could get killed. I coming in 100%, you know I none. But I with this person, and I call the names, but I with this person, but this person hate this person, and I'm making videos with both sides. Because
both sides?
I don't really care because I'm not really about any of them lights. But I come and I was like, hey, Bumbo Clad Josie Club, whatever.
And you're just singing regular music?
No, I singing complete,
gang music you're singing or?
I run up in our man's house and kill a baby.
Dog. Know what I mean? You could sing the bad man music. You could sing the bad man music, but you can't associate yourself with no side and...
Nah, not on no side. But in everybody music video.
Nah, you could do a thing because it have artists in Trinidad that nobody want to kill. You know, like people just make it seem like nobody don't want to kill me. I just go wherever I now come from the beach. I know dust out sand before I
I
just live a comfortable life.
Right.
You know, and I at Trinidad, I'm a chain, I rep in Trinidad full. But the narrative that Trinidad is this, I mean, Trinidad always had
anything.
what going on. So it don't matter if you're a carpenter, it don't matter if you're a DJ, it don't matter who you is.
No.
You might dead because the place steamy. And a lot of these artists, come from communities where like what been going on now. And people just Trinibad come like an avenue for them to do something.
Expressing themselves.
But that don't mean that the reality changed. That don't mean that, the thing does go.
On a more serious topic, but that was a serious topic, we can get more serious in it, right?
More serious
the politics of the day, right? To try to make it as simple as possible, the grassroots have never had a chance, right?
Right.
So the message coming out of the music, even from, because I was watching something from Krukru today, right? Krukru sit down in tongue and literally on his guitar, because he was talking about the artist and it went straight back to my head. That's something an artist, that's the importance of an artist now. Right?
Right.
Sit down in tongue and the social commentary was, we fail Abu Bakr now. Right?
Jesus Christ.
It was a scathing remark to the government of the day. Because apparently, when we was youths, apparently ANR had the country under a real strong, oppressive time.
Yeah, they were stressed.
Strapped under pressure.
Yeah.
We're talking about
tension.
1990.
1990s.
Yeah, because they had a lot of tension in the air
tension.
around that time,
Yeah. So this man kind of was the person to soften the blow.
Right.
Land the plane that was basically in turbulence. Right? And the way he put across the message, if a normal man wants to come and say, boy, Abu Bakr, this thing now, you should have he'd have done get locked up for sedition or some kind of madness, right?
Right, yeah.
But the genuine aid, or they really feel somebody who was trying to help, is what I think we underestimate and not be grateful to artists for now, boy.
Right.
So just to add to your point, that was just to highlight a little extra based on the importance of why a little youth man coming out from no passes in secondary school, working in a gas station, could take up a pen and a notebook and somehow work on the English language and do something and still help society in a sense,
I find how much of the there's a lot of young men in your camp or whatever, in terms of you're helping the youth men.
Yeah,
but like young girls now, I guess it is coming early, you watch us small and it's like, you know what? You could be Anna Shaw is work with girls.
We have a lot of female artists around us too, who you work with a lot. But, it's always more difficult with the females them now.
It's more difficult with the females?
Yeah. To bust a female artist. Like, if you bust a female artist, you get through them.
Here's
like a gold
no,
mine.
here's why
Walk
I'm asking, because it seemed like you kind of had to fuck them. Not you, but like you had... Yeah, it's something crazy, yeah. But
I don't know.
Like not you, but like you find the girl is a wet reds or whatever.
Right.
In order to maintain her in the camp, somebody had to beat it. Because she wouldn't.
I see what you're saying.
Okay, let me say I discover your partner is she man. But your partner not on this thing, nah. He wanna keep it for himself.
Yeah,
so now we have to get her in the camp. It's like one of me had to fuck this girl, So it's like, is he seen her reds? Come on, she in the camp.
Right.
Because they
Nah, you lie.
because to me it's even like the emotional and they're not really like logical thinkers. Hey, let me rock with KG because KG could really put more correct in it. She thinking, but in love with him. This my mate, bro.
I'm brung up the thing.
Yeah, and it's like in the studio, your man calling.
But that is real gone, eh? That is real gone in the industry. Like,
the fuck the girl.
Females that's linked with teams. And the reason why they're not getting choose because the producer fucking the girl. So after a while, emotions going on come into play and nothing ain't going to go no way.
No, and somebody love the girl. And it's like, men guys can't take the beat. But it's like, hey, all right, Bazie, I realize you're talking to the Reds. That's my Reds. And meanwhile, courageous remains stagnant.
And a lot of things.
And it was how it
that's female courage. So as I say, when you bust a female artist, it's like a gold mine. Because
as opposed to a fella now.
Yeah.
I felt like, this nigga could spit. He from a reputable area. People in the area like him, and he could rep that area. Boom, float.
Females is here, is makeup.
Jeez.
No, but what?
Females is, you have to be extremely talented. Like you had something real special in a way.
Yeah.
That's why, like when people fight on certain field. Like I I was a fan of female artists from ever since, even since I was a youth. You know, Lil Kim and
Right. Yeah.
You know, Eve. You know.
But here's the thing, even with them was getting fucked.
Yeah. No, but
Biggie was fucking Kim. Foxy Brown was getting fucked by Jay-Z.
Well,
and
I mean,
he was getting fucked by Stevie J.
Like these are some-
I'm not going to say it had some that probably get you without fucking, but the one that was going to call,
Yeah.
nah.
Who is going
You can't really call on him.
I ain't too sure. Most likely she was. Yeah, but that would just go.
I mean, it's man and woman in the dog.
Yeah,
You know,
because it don't have to be a whole thing, you know. It might look like a whole thing, but if you working in an office with a woman, or you might end up in something, you know. So, or in the same work
And here's the
together,
fuck thing,
so,
right?
you know.
So I hear some chicks say this, that most of the females don't write their own shit. Like, it's fellas who's be writing, like what we see as female artists. So
Well,
it's-
according to who it is, according to who it is.
but what I say, the majority
But
is
they
the-
take a lot of songs, yeah. That is how it is, yeah.
So how women behaving in the industry is like the reflection of what men want to see. So it's like, I had the wettest cat in the world, I had the wettest cat in the world, I had the wettest cat. And that's the big tune. And it's like, shut the fuck up. You're wild. You're wild. That's the song I wrote when it comes out. You know I wrote it.
No,
I-
but
Alrighty, boss.
you can't boss as a female singing like what you know singing.
Yeah,
You're
no.
mad.
Wap.
A man might boss with a song like that. Not a woman.
What was that big? Oh, you talking about Trinibad?
No, female artists.
In general.
Name a female artist in the past, let me say 2-3 years,
Megan Thee Stallion.
who had a big song. Yeah.
Megan
Who,
Thee Stallion.
Megan? And what song you talking about?
WAP.
How that song is go?
Wet
That's
ass
about 2
pussy.
years? Hold on.
Wet ass pussy. I don't fucking listen
No,
to
but
that shit.
Megan, no, but Megan does spit though. And the only
To
thing,
be honest, boy, KG, but I
And the only
never
thing-
really. I was listening to my rap and thing, but I never really get the inclination to sit down.
let me go
and-
back and come back
Alright.
to my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I was saying I rate female artists. Because back to what I was now saying, Megan does spit. But men ain't gonna really hear that, you know, because
Men watching the ass.
women have it harder. That too.
Men
that
watching
too.
the
Men
ass.
really studying that. But women have it harder. So in order for people to like men gravitate towards a female artist, you got to come real good.
Okay, like
You got to come real good.
who's a big Trinidad female? Right. Well,
Nah, I don't think it ain't big Trinidad.
Jesus Christ.
90 Trinidad. Probably in the dance hall.
Oh,
Trinidad different.
Oh, no. Okay, who big
Trinidad
which
different.
female
Because
big
it's a
is
Lady
this?
Lava.
Right. That's what we talking about. I'm not going to say
Because I know
anyway.
Trinidad.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
okay.
Trinidad dance hall, you know, so.
There's a differentiation.
Yeah.
That's something I know. Look.
But I don't think Trinidad.
Oh, not Trinidad, but like female
and big.
Any females.
dancehall
Yeah, but there are
Trinidad.
plenty, you know.
That was like,
Nelly
yeah.
Katoy.
Yeah, we had that one last
Big up yourself, Nelly.
Yeah,
You had Nelly last week.
Bubbles.
But I tried
Bubbles.
I know.
Bubbles
You know
make me
Bubbles?
laugh the other day, dog. When she went to
You
the
don't know
primary school.
Bubbles?
Bro, I ain't old enough.
What you mean you're old?
I ain't old enough.
How old is?
35. I too old to be listening to. I too old to be listening to sex music and things.
You know Bubbles though?
No, I
You know
don't.
it burning, it burning. Never heard that song?
Never hear that. So I don't even listen to it.
Brother,
9 bullshit.
don't lie to me.
Bro.
What kind of music you listen to?
Well, right now, Spanish discotheque.
What's it called? Dembe?
Dembe.
Like that is your choice in music?
Of
like
course,
that
of course, fucking not. That's what we playing in club.
Oh, they,
But what you listen to? Like, what is-
Rap from early 2000s.
like who?
Like everything that was on
Like
BET.
50 Cent.
Yeah, like that. I was now listening to
Yeah,
it.
man.
tell you, man, them
Well-
are real artists nowadays. I hope he's real.
Yeah, I don't know. Jay-Z, DMX.
Jay-Z. So who's it good? Jay-Z?
That's a fucking hard question. Because right now, I'm trying to hear this nigga so much.
Yes.
So who's it good?
I would say DMX was better than Jay-Z. He
So
had more
DMX is the GOAT? The
Whatever
GOAT, the greatest of
of all time.
you say, dog, I'm back in, you know, because you're
Hey, yo.
looking like yo.
Hey,
boss.
we back.
Nah, you're on your own, dog.
Now who's the GOAT for you? Like, if it's a hip-hop.
Of
man.
a rapper, it's not even them. So they even go there.
No, me
Don't
neither.
go there.
I asked
You
you.
smile one time.
No,
Don't go
I
there.
want to know it's your
My top five has always been
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
GOAT.
Golden.
Your top five.
My top five is between Jay-Z and DMX. Jay-Z and DMX are not lying. In terms of just cultural appeal, whatever, what he did, I don't like Tupac.
I would say Jay-Z and Tupac.
Tupac.
Yeah.
I never
Have to be.
I never like Tupac. To me, he seemed
You don't
like,
like his music?
I like him as an actor. I don't like his music.
You really like his music?
To me,
You
he seemed
could
like
really say that,
to me, he
honestly.
was always masking like the fact that he was battling with his sexuality. I think if he had breakout now, he'd have probably.
You bring up a dread topic there, boy.
I think.
So you believe Tupac was gay?
Was mask. He was like, we're wrong, Cheetah Pink. It's a little bit too long, nigga.
So you believe Tupac was gay?
I think he was floating. I don't know if he was homosexual, but he clearly was. What is called it now?
Entitled already. But I think I tell them that. I will lie. People might get vexed.
With
But
the nose ring.
I just observe things very closely, and I feel Tupac was really shaky.
Unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
But then Biggie said some gay shit as well.
Yeah.
And
You see that line in that tune we was listening there?
you look so good at sucking your daddy's dick. I'm still trying to figure out.
What I
mean. Some of them say fucking your butt or some kind
Oh,
of
that's
thing.
Biggie. I'm sure you've
On a
bridge.
yeah.
LL Cool J have.
Yeah.
I love you like a man that's 10 foot tall. I was like,
Yeah, that's like that. Like wine talk, dog. You can't be.
So that's the kind of things they were saying. But Tupac now, like, seeing that's why you're so overly aggressive now because you have to mask it somehow.
But behind all of that though, Tupac music. Come on.
It's resonate with you.
Come on, Dear Mama, Tug Mansion.
Brenda's got a baby.
Oh,
them
come
kind of
on,
vibes,
dog.
though,
Like, you know, it's different. There's not many men had that. But DMX up there too.
All right.
DMX third for me, definitely.
Yeah.
Where rated Eminem in this whole scene?
He's white. Yeah. I said it. He's a white guy.
But I just followed it, man, over this all the time. Because real men tell me Eminem is he good.
Yeah.
Eminem can never be the good.
He's not.
All right. Okay.
You understand?
Understood.
But he
I know
definitely in the top 10.
Yeah.
You think
In the top 10.
Yeah.
Eminem coming up in the time where music was like dead now, boy, and he's the one
Yeah,
who
he can revive that.
at the point in time.
And not only that, you know, the story that he had to tell, like what Eminem is a white boy from the trailer park with a mother who was on drugs, used to abuse him.
Crazy, like
With a wife who was on shit and daily and thing. And he had that story to tell, and people was intrigued by that story. But when that story run out,
Yeah.
it was like, what else was Eminem that way?
Angry man.
He is the most
He just
technical.
a white boy.
He's the most technical rapper.
You
Like,
have a story.
He could
Like
realize.
Jay-Z's the billionaire.
Yeah.
Yes, and Kanye is the
eccentric
genius.
artist.
Yeah. Everybody had a thing. Eminem
DMX
just
was the
become-
hood man.
DMX is DMX dog.
Was the hood man.
Yeah. X is X, you know.
As a valuable lesson for like even younger artists. You
Yeah.
come into
So-
the industry, had a something
So you
now,
think
boy.
you need
Substance
to
now,
have,
yeah.
because now it's more characters. Like you say, you would have like men who just weird in terms of there's a persona,
Yeah.
but then the music is garbage. But they're making way more weeps.
Yeah, because I mean, that's what it's about, you know. To me, that's what the art is about. You know. The music is a reflection of who the artist is. And a lot of artists feel that they just want to be artists, so they will go in a studio and write anything. That means you're a writer. You're
Right.
an artist. An artist is somebody who could paint their reality now. Boy. Who's you? What you feeling now? Boy?
Who is the man that's get to tell an artist, a person, because we didn't differentiate them yet. But he come in the studio with a song, KG by thing.
Yeah.
In my lyrics.
Yeah.
You say, well, give me a sample and he sing for you. I mean, ethical or unethical to tell him, you ain't have a dog.
Right?
Because you never know.
You never know.
I is not really somebody to tell. I wouldn't tell you dynamite. But I'll tell you where you're going wrong now, boy. You know, I'll be like, yeah, we're going on, bro. You have to push that song a little more. I feel you have to put some more lyrics in it. I like the hook, you know, but you have to sing it a little better, you know, and just kind of guide them. But I never had the belly to make somebody feel like the thing not good. Because I was a youth once who was writing my little thing too, and I used to believe in my art. And then when I go and sing it for a man tell me that shit, KG, that used to break my heart, dog.
Serious.
It
And
probably
you
used to push me more, eh?
And you still
But
stay. Or
it used to
what make it not divert?
divert over.
Or give
Anything
up.
else?
Yeah.
Like to give up?
Yeah.
Because it hurt me?
Yeah.
Well, as I now say, it used to push me, but it used to break my heart. But anytime somebody doubt me, I want to show you, you know, I want to show you the front. You know, it's
Yeah.
not really about, if you find a shit, you might make me believe it's really shit, and now I want to get better.
Yeah,
You know? And that's gone in my life even today, you know?
So when you still have people to be like, fuck that song.
No,
that song is shit.
not just fuck that song, because I don't just write songs no more. Now I just do all different things. So, like they say, how I now dive into the podcast world. There's a few months I doing this thing. I don't know journalist. You know? I just KG and I just trying to push the culture. So I might do an interview and, you know, I might see a comment on YouTube with somebody saying, KG, this interview thing is not for you.
Serious.
Yeah, or KG, why you over talking the people and them. Like certain mistakes, I probably mistakes. Hey, that's
Overtalk
all it gets.
Overtalk them all the time.
Yeah.
over talk and all the mistakes people might look at my thing and feel KG doing. It has hurt me. It's only human because I want to just see people saying, yeah, boy, I love this thing. I want to see somebody saying, KG, I ain't like how you say this, or KG, what shit you're talking. It is just put me in a place where I'll be like, all right, I probably really was over talking. So let me try to balance it more. And when I do these things, I see the improvement with the interview, I see the ratings, I see more positive comments. So as I say, all you talk now, all you tell me, all you do like, but it does break my heart. So it was always hard for me to tell a man straight up, like, you singing shit, boy.
That come like that's the reason for the laugh and cry face and entertainment now, but it's so much else how to go through. To make people have a good time.
They know. It can make you up on a podium waiting for people to judge you. People don't understand. You just putting yourself.
Exposing yourself.
Say what you want.
I mean, we go through that with the podcast. It's the same thing. Podcasting in Trinidad and Tobago, I'll tell you one thing. The first thing that we do here is why them trying to follow the American anthem, right? But I will always
everybody want a podcast.
All of us want a podcast, right? But if you have a particular dream, a particular passion, a particular direction for your life, and you start off a little shaky, and you stop. Every time you do that, you become less and less of a human. So, listening to people telling you, is that, or they're trying to be this. They call this, all kind of things to talk about me and my brethren, right? Big head and skinnies.
Fresh and fit.
Fresh and Timo, fresh and fit.
Like negative comments. Like real negative energy. Like
I don't read comments. So he's the one who lose time. Hey, look what they say. I was like, seriously?
I don't consider it negativity.
What's the worst thing I'll ever see what all this?
Boy.
When they say the thing about me, and I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, there are some allegations, but at the same time, it's like mischievous people now, boy, who in the industry itself. Because it's not even like podcasting is an industry, dog. It's just like pockets of people saying down doing the thing.
No, but the thing about Trinidad is they're all backward now.
Thank you very much.
And as I say, I don't know journalists, I never really had dreams of being, behind a mic and interviewing people and things, but I know that this little island here has so much potential, we have so much talented people, and once we do the right thing, do what the Americans do, and that's all they're trying to make it sound like, who's the Americans? The people that are doing better? The people that are making more money and all, the people that understand what's going on, who's the Americans? What are they talking about, boy? Well, it's slower.
Is that dog?
Just get my vexed dog.
You from Aruka?
You from Arima?
I'm preaching to the choir.
You are backward now, so we need more podcasts. We need people to do it properly, for sure. But we do it out of your own pocket, we have no help, and
you are
to do the thing.
The next white boy, because we get one half of the white boy.
Yeah, boy. We have to talk about that.
The white boy duality.
Get them some backstory.
The white boy.
You get the white boy. You get the Canadian. We get the German. So you get to finish your half of the story.
You get them the backstory, dog.
What you got? You
Christmas list.
Yeah, you got a Christmas list. We get the one who was hiking.
Oh, the one who was walking through Trinidad?
Yeah, we get him.
What's his name again?
Tilo. I was trying to bring it in. My thing is, how you manage to land that? Like, what you do to do it? You reach out to somebody
Now, so big up Johnny Bravo,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Bravo, he's a big one.
And anything that really going on in the mix, Bravo does always call me and let me know first. Before it even happen, he just let me know, KG, this person coming, or KG, whatever, and I does choose what I want to be a part of. Because, Bravo's a man, he well connected. He's a man that's make sure he in the loop.
Yeah, Bravo on the show.
Big up Johnny Bravo. Big up Johnny Bravo.
Because Bravo's like a million stories.
Yeah, he's a man that's always try to push the thing now,
He's an interesting fellow,
Yeah, he's interesting, but he's a man,
a million stories.
He had good intentions,
So it's Bravo gave the link.
He called me and he say it had this vlogger coming down in Christmas list in a week time. I didn't know who was Christmas list. Never. I like nothing. And he come down and I don't know if I wanted to link with him because watch his content and I see him just walking around place and this phone looking quality. He's a man of quality, I just shoot music videos and things. So when I see this vlogger quality, I was like, why go and put myself on that now?
Right.
And he come down and he was calling me. And I didn't answer. I remember that. I didn't answer my phone. I was like, what is this, boy? What is this? And then I see he went on the beat and all these things. I was like, what is this? And I had a brother named Kid Volt. He's an artist.
Okay.
You know, big up Kid Volt. And he went Sandy Grande to link with Kid Volt and him. And in the video, Kid Volt got shot like some weeks before the video.
Shit.
Right? Bullet grazed him in the head.
Shit.
That kind of vibes. Now, he's a very talented artist, you know, fighting the fight, trying to make it out the hood. You know, the thing does go. He's a good youth.
Correct.
But, you know, the thing does go when he's
wrong
rocking
time.
certain
Environment,
communities
man,
and
just
things. Some
environment,
men
yeah.
just get caught up and the thing does go. But he trying his best to come out, and it was an unfortunate situation. And Christmas let's come down and Volt tell the story, basically, right? And I watched the video, and I did rate that. I was like, oh, we need more of this. We need more, as I say, we need more documentation. Like, we need to push the culture. Like, when 50 gets shoot and all these things. That's why we was fans of these people, because we know the depths of who they was now. We don't know nothing about Marshall. We don't, well, let me not say nothing about Marshall. But I say it, and I make an example, nobody don't vex with me.
I try and
I just
not
make
say
an
that, no.
example as a not innocent, but as a humble example, right?
Right.
We don't really know much about the artists in our industry, because they don't really come out and really let you know they were going
There's
through,
no human
are
side
going through mental health.
of them.
This, me and my brother fall out. I don't talk to my producer again because he scammed me with the
He getting the
thing.
proceeds from the song. Yeah.
You know, the label that I signed to in Jamaica, they dropped me this. But don't worry, I'm coming back. I'm my own label. You know, like they don't really bring that. And I used to observe that. You understand? So when I see we was missing that, I started to just try to do that.
Right.
As I say, I'm not a journalist. But I just know we need more of that.
Yeah.
When I see Chris do that with Kid Volt, and I see the strength that Kid Volt get just from that, people was watching that like, wait,
Reaching
boy,
out to him and-
the artists that I just listen to who they sing all this positive music, you really get shoot, boy. Hey, boy.
Yeah.
I say I go in on that. People were saying Christmas is only showing guns and thing. Christmas wasn't showing guns. Christmas was showing what the people were showing he. So I tell myself, if this man getting 100 and some thousand views with people showing him guns, you know what I go and show him? And I went on the program, but the vlog, and I show him Trinibad. I show him music. I show him humble. I show him goodness. I show him what I trying to do. And I get a lot of strength from just aligning myself with Christmas list. You know, he shined that light on me, and I give him that energy. I show the world what I wanted to show them. It wasn't just about Trinidad. It's not just about guns and thing. This is art. So I feel it's just so.
So at no point in time, because this is the question I asked Tilo. We had asked Tilo. I said, Tilo, by chance, you can find intelligence agency or something like that. You didn't cross it. I asked him flat out.
Brother, here
Never.
went on, huh?
I asked him flat out.
The insight we get, dog, is like, when you look at me and my brethren, yeah, you're not going and see. You ain't going and say, nah, them fellas ain't guns, them fellas ain't. They're not going and say that, right?
Right.
So we having conversations with a man coming from all the way from Germany.
Right.
This man told me and my dog from a slicer.
And he keep asking.
And a particular question keep coming up
Tilo
now.
was
like,
asking about guns.
Yeah.
But I don't know Tilo personally.
No,
I
that's
can't
what I'm
talk
saying
about
now.
Tilo.
Keep asking, hey, so you don't know no gangs in Trinidad? I was like, bro, I don't know gangs in
I
Trinidad.
went out it because they were going on. Most of them see what Christmas list do, and they wanted to pattern what Chris do. But I went and looked at Chris
Stuff outside.
content outside of Trinidad. What I find it cool. I went to all them. He was in Haiti, when he was in Tivoli Gardens in Jamaica, he was in
going in
Spanish
all
Town,
them no-go
all over,
zones.
right? And I watched the content. And yes, in one or two man who probably come out with a gun, he stand up right. They didn't,
Like the saddest video.
yeah, they didn't even go no way to say that that's the, you know, you could see it, all right, cool. Trinidad, he get the real deal in it.
Yeah, nah, you see it, boy.
So when people see what he do in Trinidad, they thought that he was always doing that. He was just documenting
What he see?
places that was
He's a
just,
travel vlogger?
right?
Okay,
and he was just
okay.
going certain hoods and things. But he was taping children. He was taping people who was just talking random things, and then he was taping men who said they get shot in the foot last week and thing.
Yeah,
Like, that's what it was. But when he come Trinidad now, men start to send threats and thing through the man thing.
That's crazy.
And hot up the man. You know,
And then now it's like, no, because
And
this
the man
one,
getting locked up and thing.
I
though.
see.
But that wasn't his intention. His intention was to go into these places and get these stories of people
these
who face. So he hear that Trinidad is a place of gang war.
Underbelly,
what he hear,
yeah, the
he hear that.
underbelly.
He's seeing that the news broadcasting this.
For sure.
500 murders, this.
For sure.
So
10 men a day. So he said, I go in there and I want to talk to people who living in this fire. Because them, as I always say, we living in Trinidad and people outside watching, we like, oh,
Them in hell, boy.
you know,
people, if you die, all over them
if you have
just...
family in foreign,
Yeah.
Israel say, you good, you safe.
Correct.
Yeah.
But we know, we normal. We
Yeah.
normal.
It's a cool scene,
we ain't
but-
normal, but we normal.
You could be in a hotspot, you can get doubles or you can
But-
get shot. That's just how it is.
They come back in the jungle. If you watch National Geographic, you see that panther just dive, you know, thing. And so you think like all going on in the jungle. Not knowing dog.
Sometimes
90% of the time,
The panthers be by the lake because the water cool.
Watching the sky.
Watching the sky.
Yeah, the waterfall, the
Yeah,
fish
right.
jumping, you know. So
It's a highlight of the roughest and toughest.
he
and
just
the
wanted to
civilized.
come to get the real insight. And when he came, he saw what was really going on. Because you were going on in Trinidad, worse and all them other islands and them, you know.
Yeah.
They could say what, you know, the kind of culture we have
Badness.
here.
Yeah.
It's different. It's one thing to have crime. It's one thing to have guns and drugs and all these things. But it's a culture.
Yeah,
the
but
way how we people just think. Everybody in Trinidad feel about it.
No, it's our programming. It's really our
On
programming.
the road driving, in the KFC line,
Yeah.
in the
Yo.
grocery, in
Yo.
City Gate.
But you know what I say to that? Not just the badness, the people who quick to jump out and try to be the most violent is sometimes the people who don't know what violence is now, boy. You know,
And I
they
was
don't
saying-
know how to...
But that's the reason why it has so much murders because
Yeah.
people doing mad thing
Yeah.
in the life. And I'm not glorifying killing, but killing was always a part of life. People
Correct.
get killed for doing shit.
Violation, them kind of thing, yeah.
No, well, prior, with
on,
our
man.
tribes, warring tribes, and think people
It's
always
been
can't
that
think
way.
it's
It was always
Humans will
No,
fight.
it had the innocent ones that go fall, you know, and that is the unfortunate part of, you know, now, boy, having all these guns in the country. And, you know, as I always tell men, at a time when it just a handgun and thing,
No,
a man run up
But
on your
man used
pow,
to
pow.
make gun,
But
you know.
remember our parents. then.
Homemade shotgun
Well, I'm not
and
sure
thing.
all your parents. I'm not sure like our parents. Man.
Yeah.
You're
Wrongly same
you're
age.
wrongly same
Same
age.
age,
Nice.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Bro, or if
We
you
went to school at the same time.
if you that's true. If
Yeah.
you talk to like your father or if you or
Yeah.
whoever was fighting, they'd be like the most it had was a big stone and a stabbing.
Yeah, they'll start
Be
beating
shot.
you.
Chopping.
I'll cough out face.
Yeah, a little
Beat
a little
your
chop.
hell bad
But
in
you
the
come back,
hospital.
you live, you come back
Yeah.
to fight another day.
Yeah.
Like Craig father from Friday.
Yeah.
You win some, you
Correct,
lose some. But you
correct.
live to fight another day.
Now it's high power rifles.
rifle.
So
Yeah.
It's
you could
warfare.
hide behind the wall.
They
You
going
could
through
try
that.
to run. You could, you know. So we have to understand that when they ask why the crime rate so high, there's blame Trinidad, there's blame all kind of different things. You know, people would blame. They might blame Rowley. You know, all kind of shit. But I really believe it's because we're living in a box. Trinidad too small to have all these guns in
Exactly.
every single neighborhood in Trinidad.
It's like New
You know?
York City.
So it's like war going on in Trinidad, basically. It's real war.
No, it's
because,
real war, dog.
because of the weapons now. Boy.
It's like New York.
You understand?
Urban warfare
So,
is a serious thing.
so when a man go out there and shoot up the place, it's 3-4 dying one time. So the numbers going up. So it's looking like, well, is the music, is the this, is the that? No, it's them guns coming in the country, though.
That's serious.
But
True.
in all fairness, though, it really had people, young youth men who doing this and others listening. Yeah, boy. I listen to this man who big up this area, so fuck them next niggas in the next area. That's what going on? Or is this like,
Yeah, well, I mean-
that's what causing it?
No, that was it.
I don't know.
Cause
I don't know.
So, alright, if they stop Trinidad music now, or they stop dance, or they stop rap music, you feel the crime rate will...
Bye.
I think
what you
soca
feel?
was adding to the crime rate as well.
Brother, the most set a man does get a head kick off in Trinidad carnival time.
You know, here's why I say soca is the thing, because you've had a laugh. Soca does promote the most set of fucking adultery you would ever see.
Demonic thing.
No, so if we talk about
Demonic
murder,
thing.
adultery just as bad.
Haram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
adultery just as bad. So you bullying a man's wife, you don't think you get so vexed that he come back to kill you?
But I was going on in the place, and I was saying, so when
It's
you
an
ask
evil
yourself
spirit
why a
doing
man dead, right? It's because of Trinidad. It's because he see a movie. You feel that why a man dead? A man dead because
You was bullying a
Emotions.
man's wife.
he bully a man wife, or he owing a
Thief a
man
man
a
money,
20,000.
yeah,
He take a man
yeah.
car, he never bring it back.
It's all kinda crazy
He's a
stuff.
fuck up man.
Yeah, one thing I was
He
is
put up he brethren, he have on a chain, he put him up, he get
They get
robbed
robbed.
and knows you. You understand? The man retaliate on you. That what going on in the country.
Oh, you
man.
saw that? Oh, you
I
rape
said
a
to
child?
asshole. Dog.
You rape
dog,
a- and them-
you touch a man little daughter, he find out. He ain't go by the police.
He
The
just-
police
he-
ain't doing nothing.
he
The
just come and
police
swing
coming
for
and
you.
just
Yeah.
talking on your head. You understand? The time men beating people, child beating people, sister.
Abusing people, yeah.
But that's the part of the story that you don't hear. Just see the result.
Dog, people have to be mad too, to really be blaming petty things like music and things. When I feel like when I hear people talk about them kind of thing, I'll be like, oh, they live in a bubble, or like, or they don't come outside and thing, or like, or they don't see the kind of thing that's going on. People don't call all you and say, hey, man, you know.
Nah, it's an insulation, you know. It's like the people, as a matter of fact, people entitled to their opinion, you know. Right? They can say what they want to say, right?
They can't.
Nobody entitled.
When we was young, you couldn't say what you wanted to say. Talk greasy, you're liable to get cough in your face.
Well,
so if I ever
Nowadays, everybody have an opinion.
Everybody have an opinion now, boy, right? And again, I just watch it like scapegoatism now, boy. They're using minor issues to say, all right, that little issue is the reason why this bad. Life too complicated for that.
People shallow, boy.
Real small-minded,
people
boy.
shallow, boy. People are no soul, boy. People have no sense of spirituality.
They lost it, boy. They lost
People
it.
feel everything physical, boy. People feel everything is something righty, everything is righty.
So
You understand?
because
It's thing deeper than that.
the overall thing, the overarching plot, murder is just to me a byproduct of some next actual problem. A man go thief. Men not just thiefing for glory now. Well, probably 1% them thiefing for that.
Yeah.
Men thiefing because they hungry. A man go thief thing because he want thief our bread. That's why you the grocery store thiefing our bread now. So if he hungry, you thief. But a man go murder or for the reasons we call it. But we talking about the man go pull our next man wife. That's the things that go unchecked. You ain't supposed to be.
And nobody know that.
And most of these songs that we saying, fuck that man, girl. I fuck that man, girl. Fatty for little wine. You understand what I'm saying?
Majority of beef does come from a man, you know.
Thank you very much. And that is...
It's always started, you know. A man ain't gonna say that.
Yeah.
But that is where the hate does start from.
Like, I am a girl. She watching. I like KG thing here.
So any man who don't like KG, I sure is fat girl.
It's some girl thing.
Because me don't like man, me don't pre man, me don't beg man, me don't be a wrong man, me don't do nothing. So if you don't like me, it's for a woman. Could never be for a man.
Yeah.
So but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that is go unchecked. Low impulse control. Somebody can't control his thing and he's like, fucking hate this nigga. I'm going to rob him because my girl watching him.
Yeah.
And he will never admit to this.
But not just that too, dog. Not just that. You talking about the violence aspect. What about the part where men does be literally trying to block your way behind your back? Because of some jealousy.
Because a girl.
Yes, for a girl.
Not jealousy.
So
Because
he
a
has,
girl.
you understand? So the opportunity that he have to shit on you.
To a girl.
It's
If you
always
driving a nice car,
Yeah.
the man ain't hate the car, you know. He hate the fact that he feel a girl go like you because
More
of
than
the car. though.
Yeah.
Men dread by
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
It's a sad
You know?
state too, but it's Trinidad and Tobago. But rightfully says island. We basically bless and curse, you know.
No, but everybody fuck everybody here. I find that too. You understand what I'm saying? The city real small. I fucking that thing is just like everybody fuck everybody.
Nah, they done. You're not
Wait, I talking while.
You go through dog.
Yes, a man like your birds.
Yeah.
No, everybody. Not me. I talking about.
No,
I mean,
but that your
everybody.
vibes?
Don't worry
Yes, our
about-
birds, man.
Brother, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Papa. Everybody, to me, everybody bullet everybody, and it's like a small city.
No, but it's true.
And that is so you take a beating that thing,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like meanwhile we're not catching fuck this thing off 4 weeks ago.
But the thing about it is, real men will never know.
And
That's
that
the
is
next
the
thing.
thing.
And when you find out is when you go in a
I
public
tell
setting.
you, I remember the days,
Oh.
you know, my little wild days now.
Yeah.
Younger days.
Last week.
Hold on, KG, wait.
We go next one.
Yeah.
What is that?
There's a segment in the show. When they started reminisce, right? Before, when they started reminisce, we started drop the song right now, right? They did Twilight Zone.
Just
I feel like forgetting.
Nah, you got it when it was in the wild, boy, this.
Just in case you're dealing the man, and I'm going to call no specific name, just in case you're dealing the man.
But I forget what
This
I
will be
was
for
saying.
that. Continue.
we was talking about?
We was talking about how when he was in the younger days, you remember how girl used to operate now, boy. And you remember
But something we were talking about
Like
first, I
pulling
really get
girl and
Everybody bullying
everybody
everybody.
bullying.
Right.
Go through.
So, as I say, I remember back in my wild days now, boy. But now I'm a changed man. You know? I'm a big man now. You know, I don't really be on them kind of vibes no more. But them days, you know, I would have like a little birdie.
Yeah, I look at it.
Yeah, you know.
Askins.
And
Yeah.
it would be a top birdie.
Right.
You know, up there.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Instagram model. 50,000 followers.
Proper.
3,000 likes in 5 minutes.
Oh, this is how the man is breaking down his story,
Yeah,
killing me
nah,
now.
80 comments. 6 minutes.
Proper.
Different. Right? And she go be by KG, man. You understand? In the middle of the night. Right? Late in the night.
Right.
And she would go home after everything happened.
Right.
And she would immediately open her phone and post something, trying to create a narrative. Like if you're single or nobody in touch you or thing. Eh?
Yes.
And I used to always rock back and be like, if people only know so and so
What is he really doing?
doing this or doing that.
Yeah. I was talking to our sister yesterday, right? And I was telling her, if men only know how treacherous woman is, you know the only man who does find out how treacherous a woman is the wet man.
It's the men,
Yeah.
like me and my brothers always say, is a selective few hammer men
Yeah.
in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Or let trust me.
Yeah.
But it's a
Everybody.
man who does pretend he's wet man.
Correct.
You know he's a pretend wet man. He might look the part. He might have a little money in his pocket. So he could spend it. You know, he could put gas in his car and drive all over Trinidad for them girls, carry food for them, this, that.
He's a
He could do that.
serviceman, yeah.
I was never that kind of man.
He's a serviceman.
I was never that kind of man, being real.
It had the man who
I
buy
was
the
the
food.
silent killer. I was the man who just did. I was the man who people would be shocked.
Yeah, say
I in
KG,
the
man.
mix because I not in the likes. She had no picture with me.
Who the fuck is this red nigga?
Yeah.
I not going out with you. Turn no date.
Okay,
Man is the small
let me explain.
operator,
So it
then.
have a
I
man.
is the sniper.
So it have a-
I is the man who quiet up.
Enemy
Why
UAV
man
spotted.
there?
Yeah.
Hey, who's that man there? Who's he again? Who's he? Good kill him. I up there. Pop, pop.
KIA. Kill confirm.
Yeah, that used to always be,
Yeah.
like real interesting to me now because I find that real hurtful, dog.
That's sad, boy.
And that kind of fuck with my intelligence, dog, and
Yeah,
fuck with my
yeah,
heart
yeah,
and make me, I didn't want to trust nobody because
I
I
had to
was like,
trust.
what is that?
Because it have a.
Or you could come by me, right? Leave from by me and go home immediately and post
But
something, you know?
That girl is a sociopath, but right?
No, because
There's no woman doing that, you know?
No,
That is what
no,
they're doing.
it is what I'm asking. Is because it have a man who buying gyros, mercilessly buying gyros.
Not gyros, but wait, was? Burger, boy.
Burger, shrimp gyro, burger,
Love
thing.
a burger, boy.
And
Love
then
to buy
she,
burger.
no, and then she take in two. She'll buy two. It's like, wait, what the fucking second gyro for?
In the morning,
Bam.
in the morning.
Then she come and check you. Hey,
Two gyro?
No, and then she come and buying.
Men buying 2 gyro for girl?
Yes, man.
Yeah, two.
Yeah, wait, listen to them. Yeah.
No, I know. I nearly get catch with the shit, you know. It's like, why you want the doggy bag after you went for dinner for? Nah, I'll be taking the dog. I'll be taking that doggy bag. You try to feed no next man.
Carrying gyro
To
for the
beat you up.
man. Yeah,
Sorry.
no.
And that's what killing me.
Sorry,
No,
boy.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody get her on wrong, you know. I realizing
No,
that.
you see, men does get it wrong, but you see, men does be so starving for pum pum, though.
But
And
back
that's
to
the
what I
next
was
thing.
saying,
Yeah.
it have a selective
See, but
set of snipers, all you be.
it have fellas who feed in, it have fellas who getting fit.
I been real. It
Sharks.
have about, in Trinidad,
It have sharks.
right? In Trinidad, I just have about 20 men in Trinidad, dog. All you watch us.
That's 20 men.
20 men.
It's 20 men. Kill your girl.
I
Yeah.
personally,
No.
close friends
Yeah.
with about at least 10 of them.
So you had to take,
At least
ugly
half.
thing to not get home.
I talking about I walking in certain men's house
Yeah,
Jesus.
boy.
and seeing all them men girls, but
Way, boy.
I
know it's true, it's true. It's true.
If all you know
house.
the kind of men I just deal with, think about who KG does deal with. I ain't calling no names.
No, it's true.
No,
it's
no,
true.
no, no, no.
I just walk in some.
Woman is-
I just
woman is
walk
the
in
greatest,
some
you
sniper's house, bro, God, and I always be hurt when I see them in the house. I hurt. I
Okay.
hurt for the man.
You kind of
No,
breaking
so
your
you so
belly,
now,
your belly
now,
hurting.
now you get a little bit more mature. Do you take? Because I think I do that. No, I ask him. If I'm a man, I don't want to talk to you. I literally, if I'm a man, yeah, whoever you're dealing with, I don't want
Now
to deal with.
everybody have a man. All girls have a man.
Well, then all girls lying now.
especially if they're at a certain age, because women very emotional. So at some point in your life, you connect yourself to somebody, and it just stay.
She might want nobody
Forever.
to know, but
Yeah,
But
it
imagine you
did.
was going to a music interview and this girl know way better. So you just
Well, I
like
mean,
this. I could do
yeah,
that.
no,
I could
like-
do
Just
it.
like how the
talking,
podcast
and I
is
say,
happening.
and I say, you know.
that whole
Yeah.
the treachery women us do. Men
No,
can't
it
even
dreaded,
start to
dreaded.
compare.
I went through a lot
man.
of women in this life.
Serious.
Yeah.
Nah, it's tough.
No, it
I
is.
went through. I think I went through like the worst dog. You know how much men who I feel went through, I went through my brother.
Yeah, a strong man, but
we had,
yeah,
stand up here.
we had two girls here.
And that's where my hat on my sleeve too.
Ah.
You know?
Light skin is light skin. we
Yeah,
like
that
we
light
light skin.
skin
We light
thing,
skin. This is why I realize girls do it now. Fellas, stop sucking box. In general, just don't do it. Here's why. Because girls going out jamming and bullying. You want? Yes, we have to. No, we have to. Girls going out and bullying men. Girls going out and bullying men. No,
No,
flat.
it's true, dog.
And what they doing is letting a man breaking them
Yeah.
and going home to whoever
Yes.
eat men.
What he do shit to be for that? What
That is
can't I say?
hatred.
Girl, I want
That
me
is
to make
hatred.
you do that, Lord.
That is hatred, bro.
No, I feel men just paying for all the sins. You know? That's why women so vicious right now.
Nah, but pay for
It's
what is
karma,
it?
'cause we, I mean, had a period in time where I believe women was so, you know, that was different.
Yeah.
Right now,
Different.
but
It
just
was
just pay
a
for
long
your
time ago, you know. It was like just a decade
about
ago.
5-10 years.
Yeah, about a decade ago. But right now, it's wicked thing right now.
Nah, you ready? Wicked
And-
out
and-
there.
I'm sorry for men, but
Girls getting on very malicious, and I don't want to be happy
No,
on the
the
girls,
dread,
but they
the
get
dread.
on what they
And the
get
water
on.
money, and the water money.
And the water does.
It's not
But
about that
I
kicksy thing
will
no more.
always come back to is men's fault.
It is,
Understand?
it is.
It's man
God
cause.
damn. Man ready fuck up in the life, damn.
Men has caused
Dog,
their
niggas,
own
niggas
demise.
still fucking up, dog. Niggas in taking care of the children.
Well,
understand?
yeah, I can't condone that.
Right
But
now, we
then,
have a influx of men who just beating girl. It's like them feel like once them at a girl, them have to lash.
it
Yeah.
have an influx of men who
It's a
whining that I'm
different-
mentioning too.
But it are men who bullying in the body.
Oh,
you see that?
Whoa.
No, you see that?
It's all kind
The
of
booty,
thing.
the booty goons.
I believe, dog.
It's
It's a
all
real
kind of thing
underwoman in this
going
country.
on. Real? That never any word to use. Real was 15 years ago.
The kind of thing
Now
they see
is
in the
dog,
country.
dog. These men out here, there's the new woman.
Yeah, them men-
understand?
them
That's
men
why
want
the
to-
woman treating them so, you know.
Real.
Because the woman dong, the feminine dong,
Feminized.
they don't know how to be men. So women dealing with men on the side.
They bullying men who bullying men. That's what you say.
No.
No,
The
he
man
said.
that they're dealing with is not a man. So that is why these men are taking advantage of one thing in a high volume right now. Because most of the time, I just observe women. So I go be around a man and he go, he bird around. And dog, your bird easy. A man could take your bird
And go
easy,
with
boy.
it, yeah,
because she know you's not even a man, boy. She know that, you know. She just with you and just pumping with you.
The man preaching
But
facts,
she
you know.
know she man is a hen, boy.
If
But
he has
going on-
defended, he's not going to
but
defend it,
what's
so she
going
don't
on?
know.
It's
Yeah.
hard for these women to find a real man. You know?
Jesus
So the
Christ.
dating and the doing this, doing that, and every man they go out with or lying with, they realizing, by oh, all your men is jokey, man. boy. So they had to settle with some jokey man sometime. But when they find that man, they're not letting go that man. You know?
By the way, it's called hypergamy in the science communities.
In the science, in the social,
That's a
sociology.
thing, you know. Will you just explain it
For
from
the
reality?
apex, and the apex,
it's
man.
a real thing.
Biologically,
Yeah.
there's a thing built into women.
Let me put it this way. All,
yeah.
all the girls you have, if I come with my skinny ass and say, fuck you, KG, beating our fight, and it's like,
Yeah.
to a point where you can't clap back or nothing.
Right, yeah.
You see him, man,
All
they
the-
put it
you
on your
was
head,
the
so.
man.
When you see him, so.
Yeah.
You put on your head, you walk the opposite way now.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, we're not that skinny nigga. All of a sudden, my DMs, hey, well, I see you and KG fall out, wherever. What's the scene with that? She not even studying, I love you so
it's
much.
a real thing, boy.
She don't care, but they don't care. They don't
It's a
care.
real thing,
In the
boy.
jungle, you know, we
They
really-
don't care.
These animals in the jungle, you know.
Yeah,
We just put on
yeah.
clothes.
Don't
For
get
my skinny ass,
Yeah.
she does. Wait, now, he beat you up? All right,
Yeah,
cool.
so you was a man, and he's not.
He's
You
not.
want-
Like, why?
She probably don't even know how to express that. It's just her energy. She just know. She walk in the room and she can
And you
feel.
could have mind that
know,
girl
what going
from since
on
she's
here.
15, from since she's
Yeah.
10 years old. You always handle she.
But
She
I
said,
know-
fuck you.
Then I knew
I want this skinny man instead.
Yeah.
Then anyway, say it as a
It's a energy
the
too.
worst thing is that jacket situation that they're talking about. The men is minding one set of children.
That's not this?
No, that's the reason why man does care function when they get home, because just thinking about our next man.
Yeah. Nah, that it was.
You understand? But-
I doesn't even want to think about that. I went through them thing.
Oh, you might
So
not, you might
yes,
not, you have to practice a
That
check.
has traumatized me, eh?
You have to practice a check paternity as a check.
You're mad.
Oh, okay.
No,
I just say,
experience.
women do a lot of hurtful things to me in my younger days, you know.
But we paid for my
Yeah.
father and them sins.
All
Right?
that, 'cause my father was a serious man.
Yeah. Our fathers.
Our father
My
generation.
father was
Is who
what,
fuck it
9 or
up?
10
Jesus
children.
Christ.
All of them is
Yeah,
different
yeah,
mother. All of we like the same age.
Is we
all kind
fathers
of-
fuck it up?
It's Trinibad fault. It's Trinibad.
Trinibad,
Is it Trinibad?
Trinibad.
promoting that kind of.
Has anyone ever said blame it on the Trinibad?
Blame it on Trinibad.
Yeah. That's a bad name. For real. Now, but we paying for the sins that we the men and them who was absent any time. When he was looking for your father for sports day and all them kind of
the man
thing.
to blame.
Your mother now give you and your sister a different reality in life when she alone had to be fighting it and facing it, right?
Yeah.
So your sister growing up strong,
Yeah.
and you growing up dependent and looking for a woman to be your savior and your rock now.
Because I grew up with my sister, you know. And my sister is but she's 8 years older.
Mental.
She's a strong
and
black
she
woman.
real dread, boy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't violate she, boy.
Nah.
And I is more the man who will stand up behind a woman.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I go
what-
let
that's
my
no-
girl, I go let my girl order for me.
No, but here's the
You
fathers.
know?
No, but here's the
Yeah.
thing.
Black fathers
At least
now,
you're
boy.
conscious. At least you're conscious about it because
I know
plenty
that.
men.
Mine's a mommy's boy. I grew up with a single mother, and my mother loved me to death as a youth. You know, like really nurture me, take
Yeah.
care of me, shelter me a kind of way up to a certain age. So I was a mommy's boy. Plus, I grew up with my sister. And when I wasn't with my mother and my sister, I was with my grandmother. Right now, I living with my grandmother. Just me and my grandmother living together right now.
Same.
So I was always around that feminine energy.
Always,
you know?
no?
Yeah.
So then how you balance it back off to be like, nah, no, I cannot be a man now.
Well, I mean, life for me, even though like I was, as I say, sheltered at a certain age, you know, to make sure that I was not around certain elements now. But life is life, and I always used to kind of move towards the youths and them who had less. So when I was in the park and the football field, I didn't like the people who had everything. For some reason, I don't know if I was jealous of them because I probably didn't have what I have, but I also would relate to the men who had a pain in the heart now, boy.
Struggling is the struggle.
The men who wear the older boots. You know,
That's
who
serious.
They
can't
have me
afford
those.
but they're still talented and they still have our opinion and they still have and they want to have our opinion, I should say. 'Cause you know, them is the youths now who go stay quiet. Them
Yeah,
is the
because they
ones
know them
who-
last.
Yeah, them self-esteem low, basically.
True,
And
true.
me, if my self-esteem probably was low too, so I used to gravitate towards them and being around that kind of crowd of people, you know, getting older, you start to demand having all kind of troublesome things and you know, and it kind of put me in situations where, you know, I could lose my life and thing a lot of times, you know, have a chop on my hand, all kind of thing, you know. So we had these scars to show because we went through life and through all those struggles now, we had to learn, you know.
Yeah, have to.
You understand? Because, I mean, everybody life different. Everybody movie different now. And my movie is a movie. As I always tell people, when I do my documentary, when I do my book, well, I go really know who's KG now, boy, and where I really come from now. And the things I really went through. Guys, Amanda's try to stay quiet and just try to do what I just do and try to put the light on the other youths and them now, boy. That is who people know me as. The man, people will be like, KG, when they release new music, where I could be like, well, right now me studying that. You know why? Because I put in all my attention into trying to better the culture. You know, when I was shooting videos for Swanee and Jelano and Meds and all them in the early days, I was shooting videos for free.
Well,
When I
you was new, did they? Okay, I didn't know that one.
Well, that is who is KG. So if people know KG from that, you know, so I was basically the person that. So Prince Swanee is the first Trinibad artist to bust, right? The first Trinibad.
You was the one who boss Swanee?
Well, yeah.
Shit.
People go vex if I say that.
Oh,
but
shit.
That is just what it is, you know. Before Trinibad was even an idea, Prince Swanee was the first artist to bust. You know, me and Swanee did a song called My Team that have over 1 million views, right? Then right after that, we did Goofy Them, Big Up the Bees and Big Up the Steers.
I remember that tune.
That was
a
like
big
the
tune.
song that bust Trinidad. That is what bust local youths in the thing now.
Yeah.
And then right after that, we do Brother Brother, right? And then after the Brother Brother, that when I started to work with, I do Jelano, What Them Want. You know, we do Meds Boss Fairway.
It's
You know?
only the big tunes, man.
Yeah, the early
introduced
tunes,
us.
right?
No, but I was in.
The
So
early
none with
tunes.
K-Line, by chance?
Nah, so I was them days I was rocking with Swanee basically and Swanee team.
Right.
And then I used to rock with Jelano too because I knew Jelano way before Trinibad. I was shooting videos for Jelano and Jazzy Blaze years before Trinibad. So when Trinibad was this thing, Jelano hailed me because he don't know I working with Swan. I had the aesthetic. I don't know what working.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And he come to me and we shoot what them want and he bust overnight because I used to go in the community, literally shoot Sunday, like we say Sunday, 6 p.m. I go in home one time, I
Edit.
headache, I edit in. 2, 3 in the morning I finish, I upload by 8, 9 in the morning, up by lunchtime.
That's when you're in the 20s, you can pull that shit off.
But I was just the idea. That
Like
was
ethics,
that was
like
like
work ethic.
2017, you know.
Like
but-
work ethic, yeah.
yeah, but that is who people gonna know me for, you know.
Yeah.
And I used to put all my energy into that, you know, into that. So I
I
just
see.
hardly put time into myself sometimes now.
Like it's like of
Okay. So,
a entrepreneur.
In
yeah.
terms of filmmaking, you know, how to
Yeah,
bust
true.
that one out. In terms of filmmaking, you have any thoughts of actually making? You make any film like feature length?
movies?
Feature length?
No.
Nah, yeah, that's a Danny.
So I start off with the music videos, because that is why, again, I don't even look at myself as a videographer. I don't label myself because I don't play myself. You know, people might be like, you're downplaying yourself, because if you're doing it that way it is, you
Right.
understand? But I know what is my vision for this thing. You understand? The only reason I doing all these things is because I had no help. So I had to do it by myself. Who else go do it? You understand? So I pick up a camera because I couldn't afford to get people to shoot for me.
At
understand?
T3I? Was it at T3I?
Yeah, from courts. I get from courts, all kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. T3I.
T3.
Yeah, Canon.
Yeah, Canon.
Yeah, that was my first camera. I get it from courts. I was paying like $400 a month on the camera. About a year and a half I pay for that camera. I should go feed them with that. I shoot brother with that. I shoot hits with that. Videos I have 5-6 million views on YouTube.
The teacher, let me explain to you what the teacher is. The
Yeah.
teacher was the camera that Canon make, like the low budget one,
Yeah, low
for the
budget.
like the 5D, the
But it
7D.
was nice.
But, right,
And I
and
buy a bad lens with.
prime lens.
Yeah, prime lens. So
50?
You mean? Yeah, man.
You're right.
You don't do the thing.
That's
That's how we on it.
That's the 50, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I started.
Yeah. I tell you, they talk about the technical.
No, so it was, and
But what was saying though? What was saying?
now you were saying about that's what
hits on
started
them now, like.
the teacher eye from courts, and we was going down that.
Right, so basically you saying that, I went to courts and, I pull out my teacher and the reason why I did that is because I couldn't afford it, and I always knew that if I put visuals to my artists and them and, already had studio and thing, I built my studio, them kind of thing.
That's really important.
Yeah, I built my studio with my hand. Me and my brother Rassi, big up Rassi, my
Yeah,
brother here, Ross, man,
Yeah.
What-
we built it together.
What was the door of choice? Yeah, always
Like-
make the beats on. Always make the beats on.
Oh, and by Logic, I started Logic.
Okay,
Seriously, man,
finally.
no.
Yeah, finally. Cause I was going to say FL Studio, because fuck FL Studio.
Nah, but I was a Windows man. I was always a Apple man.
So Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, and them
Me and
kind
you
of
can-
Still does look very technical, and when I watch it now going on, I be like, boy,
Me and
could
Nick-
who started, man? Who does
Yeah.
literally
No.
go through all that?
You see,
Because
watch.
I
Fuck my editing thing, this thing getting edited live now. It's just click, 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 click.
But I teach me about this.
Yeah,
man.
enough
I
of
watch
it.
it and I see
Switchboard,
way,
and it's like, yeah.
We go talk, man.
that
Yeah.
hard that editing thing,
That
though.
editing thing, sit
No,
down.
I used to do that. I
Yeah, yeah,
one and a
nah.
half, 2 hours. Yeah, I editing that.
No. When this done, it done edit. Once this done, it done edit.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
then
yeah.
switching the angles, they
Yeah.
bow.
Yeah.
Simple
More
and
angles,
easy.
more
Damn.
easier.
Let's keep it simple.
Keep
yeah.
it simple.
Yeah, they teach me that.
Yeah,
Long time I'm looking for the information too.
Yeah,
That next
nah.
thing too, it's so hard to get information out there. As we asked them, and dog, long time I wanted to start my podcast. I didn't have a clue how
Yeah,
to do this,
as a
right?
guy, as a guy.
I used to go on TikTok, try to find things, but men, everybody had the thing set up different. And then you see how I see it, all your producer on the side,
Yeah,
and that kind of vibe. I used to be like, wait, boy, how I going and do that? Because I don't have nobody to do. Again, I used to do this thing by myself.
I think it's a combination of you're lucky to have the right people
Yeah,
And he right them.
and at the right time.
Right time.
Because this started, there are plenty more people who started with this, and just like everything else, people will drop off because you're not immediately making $1 from it. You understand?
But yeah, no podcasting.
It's
Podcasting is
a marathon.
long
now,
marathon.
But again, you see, you come back to my point there again.
Yeah.
I even get to finish my point. But,
So you go through.
but
Yeah.
you come back to my point now, as I was saying, where I don't know journalist, I don't know videographer, I don't know producer, I don't know these things. I just do these things just to, push the culture forward.
You have a
way.
vision.
Yeah,
And you see,
I know that what I had to do for now. My dream is to have a big team and a building of talented people and different rooms, Studio A, Studio B, Studio C, plaques on the wall, radio station upstairs, green room. That is my dream now. That is my dream, And
the problem, and I realize here, when I say in Trinidad, I don't know it is outside. I could say in Trinidad, people do not like to collaborate.
Yeah. And on top of the collaborating, there's always say that.
Trinidad have a real dog culture.
So, like if you ask me, and I was a random person, like not me, but hey, how you set up the podcast? Where you do the switchboard?
Yeah.
I say, nah, fuck it. She can't no fucking podcast with me.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And as opposed to if you ask me, hey, well, as you see, just get a switchboard, right? You need some HDMI cables, do this thing, and just get a man to press the button. If you can't do it, sit down next to it, and you just...
Men keeping out of fear too. It's the same thing as
competition anxiety.
Yeah.
Mad, yes.
In the dog world, it's the same thing,
Dog, and I just watch it so differently. I just watch it like, if we don't have an industry, nobody can thrive.
Nobody.
So you just want to be an artist alone in Trinidad, or you just want to be the only podcaster.
Yeah.
No, boy. That's why I come here today, because I know that the feel I in, so I have to come here.
Understand?
I have to collaborate. I have to, link up with the vibes and...
The best of the best, people will like gravitate to, because this is not specifically about music, that kind of thing. We just talk to people about their field that study.
Yeah.
The generation of the show start up based on like as a middle-aged, we could call ourselves middle-aged men in this country, right?
We see licks going on.
It's real. The way I grew up to the way the world is now, I was like a focal point, the pivot. Our age group was the pivot to see from before.com into this TikTok era now.
Right.
Shit, that is true.
And you used to go outside and play with your brethren till the sun come down, your mother calling you, hey, come inside. Light coming on in people's house, come inside. You get that? And then you get the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bisasa fighting for taking away a corporal punishment in the school. So they stop really.
The whole thing changed.
You see cell phones come into play. You see all, like that's our generation.
You see common
we get the drugs and the old world.
Nah, he didn't do common entrance.
We do common
He was like
entrance.
second year SEA.
Yeah, second year SEA.
So I was saying the old world and the new world is our. The reason why I say we just get half the tribulations at this age group is because it's kind of our responsibility now to tell you, hey, here is the scene. This is how it does go.
It is.
And to tell the older heads now, take your time.
Yeah.
We understand.
No, you're right. That is where we are right now.
Because
and a lot of us don't even realize that now. But you still feel like we there a little bit with the youths.
You want to be the youths. No.
We is the new voice.
You think the youths listen to... If you wasn't doing anything and then had the chain and whatever, you think they will listen? This one they need to see.
I'm doing this for a reason.
Yeah.
I like how you bring up that. I like how you bring up that because that is so true. And that is the reason why I just do it. And I want people to understand that people that judge me by the image, and see me. Dog, if I take off this chain right now, I'm looking like all right now.
Yeah.
See,
there's a man.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm looking
if I take off the shades, if I take off if I take off the shades, I take off the chain, I take off the rings,
Yeah.
If I don't have the tattoos, all these things, I look like a regular man. So people might just watch that, but the reason why others, and I don't want to just say the reason why others do it, but I understand that now. I want to say that is a real good, point to make there because I understand that. Busta Rhymes do a speech. I never ever see that speech in one of those award shows, and he was wearing a big Cuban guy, man. And he said,
that's a big chain too.
Yeah, and he say some of the OGs, just talk to the youths and the youths might be like, OG, if you talking all that talk and giving all that game, how come it looking like it didn't work for you?
You're suffering.
You understand?
Yes,
and he was like, big up all the OGs who still looking good.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes,
because
sir.
the youths and them looking in it. And if you talking success to them and trying to show them the path, you have to look like you know what you talking about. You understand?
True statement, though. That's a valid
but
point.
you can't come to the youth, you can't come down to the youths
Looking
in that
muscle.
way. You understand?
You can't also try to be one of them too.
And don't get me wrong, right? Be yourself, So I not saying like for all you to look like KG. To go and talk to you, right? But I need it, right? You know why I just do? Because I realize that it missing men like me
Right.
who have that voice. You know, because the youths in the trenches, the youths in the ghetto, the youths in the streets, they're really not going to listen to nobody who don't understand their culture.
And they can't hear them.
But the majority of the people in their culture, the majority of the men who might wear a gold chain, the men who might look a certain way, whatever, they're telling the youth and them shit. You understand? So we lacking men who looking like this,
What,
but
as positive-
talking like this.
what is positive role
You
models?
understand? And a man tell me the other day, and I watch it like, way, boy, you know, it's so true. He say, KG, keep doing what you're doing. He say,
Yeah.
because he's 1 in a million. He say, his exact words was, you're the first of your kind. He say, we never had a KG. You understand? We never had a man who know about it, who dealing with it. I in the middle of everybody, dog. I work with this one, that one, this one, that one, you know. Come on.
It's true.
You
It's
know, I
true.
could call up anybody, you know, and be like, oh, is the word, you know, ting, you know. So people as always let me know, keep doing what I'm doing because the youths them listening. Youths
Yeah,
and them, yeah.
But and then you're showing them the example of what they want to see.
Yeah, I
So-
showing them that, hey,
You
yes,
could make it.
You could put on a gold chain, you could rock at this, you could rock at that, but at the end of the day, dog, most
Have your head on
important.
your shoulders.
Most important, you see.
Because-
being smart is cool. I tell another brother, I say, I don't know who trick we when we was young. And how we laughing at the Indian boy who had the butter bullet, and laughing at the man who could read, and laughing at the boy who had the glasses and like to go in the library. Who teach we that was not the way, boy?
Boy,
Who brainwash
that's a
me, boy?
rabbit. That's a
That's a
rabbit
rabbit
hole.
hole.
That a boy like me, if you really sit down, if we sit down and we have a conversation, I can explain it to you, right?
No, it's very deep.
It's deep.
But there's a problem.
Is that-
It is
and,
a problem.
And I want to say, I trying to change that narrative because I want you tell them to know
You
it's
can
cool to be cool. You, know?
You can read. You can read
One
too.
of my biggest inspirations is Nipsey Hussle.
Nip.
You
Yeah, rest in
understand?
peace, right?
Come on,
Yeah,
Nipsey's a G
yeah.
to his heart. You understand his life story, his background, things he went through. He's a G, but he understand that this is the most important thing, the mind. You understand? The mind, brother. Men
Mental.
studying all kind of other thing. It's okay to know about gun because I mean, gun is just a weapon. You know? It's always good to learn how to use a weapon and protect your family and all these things. You know? But it have another side to the thing too. You understand? And the youths and them, they really have nobody to really break it down for them in that way, you know, boy.
Right. So I'm going to extend on. I was going to ask you a question of our point I was making, which was the leadership position that our age group not taking up.
Yeah.
Right. We watching the mantle and we saying, "Bye."
Yeah, we ain't sure. We ain't sure if they step up.
Right. But they it have nobody else at this point in time who could do what you could do.
Right.
Nobody else. If you really check it out, and nobody else could do what we could do.
Yeah.
Right. Because this is-
Everybody have a role and a function.
function. So I think there's my message to my peers, right? We dropping the ball on the sake, for the sake of not really being aggressive enough in taking that leadership position now, boy, because the older heads, they will fight here.
Yeah.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
As a biology man, as a nature man, right?
Right.
There's something that's happened with terrestrial mammals where the older males in the society, in the environment, does how to get called because they're doing more harm than good to the reproductive success of the group. Right? They don't want the younger bulls to eat. They don't want the younger bulls to go around the females. They fighting,
Right.
they enjoying the younger bulls and them kind of thing, and that depleting the reproductive bit of value of the group.
Yeah.
Same way, we heads. Are they not in touch?
Yeah. And you don't even want to be in touch.
Well,
The
They believe that what we have in our mind, not good.
That is the problem.
well,
Yeah.
is it, or they trying to compete with you?
They competing with you. They competing with me. It are certain places I've been through in my life where the older heads not making sense in what you're telling you.
Yeah.
And it's a repeated toilet bowl flushing and stripping us
Different
every day.
Same shit.
But use a
Wow.
bigger head.
But me ain't going through that, you know.
No, is he?
I tell you, you know, I don't make up my mind, you know. I make up my mind that I had this thing that I just keep in my mind, La Mafiana, you know, that brand that I want to. As some little things I just come up with, I just want to put on t-shirts. I had CEO with the $1 million, so CEO 00000, you know, $1 million mindset kind of energy. And I want to do something called La Mafia, you know, the mafia. Because you know people talk about the soca mafia and them kind of thing, right? Yeah.
Does it
and-
exist, by the way?
Right. I don't agree with that shit. You
Okay.
understand? And the reason why I do agree with it because I do really put myself in that type of mindset and I have no man above me. What mafia you talking about? Who? I'm on own a radio station. All right. If he don't want me in his station, fuck he. I don't have to be in his station. He paying rent for that. I have a studio home. If I do was so and so in my studio, he can't come in my studio either. Or you have a podcast, say, all you invest all the money here. But that don't mean if he can't come on this podcast, he can't come on KG.
Come on.
You understand?
That is why I
so
get
men
people
just block their own blessings. You understand? Men feel because I promote and book them in 2024. What happen? You might get booked in 2026. Relax yourself, put in the work.
But to be honest, men had to understand when their contribution and shit.
Yeah, all that too. Men ain't putting in the work. Men talking about the only playing Michael Teja. You putting in the work, Teja playing?
No.
You in the studio 20 hours a day, playing guitar, beating drums, hungry, mixing. Come on, dog. Men just rip dog. Most men who are successful in the music industry, and I don't not of them, just work hard. And not just work hard, just come up with strategies. Just do the thing in a certain way. They're very serious about the thing. They don't play.
Professionals.
That's why they plenty of they just want to get through and talk about soca mafia. No mafia can't block me, boy.
There's a victim.
I is the mafia.
Yeah.
Or we is the mafia.
Correct.
You understand? We could come together and create we own mafia.
Problem with what you're saying there is it going to reach a certain. But who are you to hear? Well, here at the end of the day.
No, well, that is why I say we is the mafia. I is the mafia because I know the mafia is not a million people in it. The mafia is a chosen few. It's a room full of men in it. It's a table of men in it. About 10, 12 are we? I'm telling you. Like how the mafia is. So at the end of the day, if all you don't want to be a part of the mafia, if all you don't want to develop a mafia mindset, look at Tony Chowlin, take in Marshall, take pattern. Them men getting older, them can't live forever. Yeah, so take pattern, see how they maneuver, see how they just walk, see how they talk, take sense some nonsense, take little grains of salt, learn. I just watch podcasts, but I don't watch any podcast. I just watch podcasts with men who just do what I just do. I just watch Wallow and Gilly the Kid. I just watch, Drink Champs. I just watch Vlad TV. I just watch certain things with a lot of people who in my field, like WAC 100. These kind of people, because I'm in my field and just deal with artists, deal with events, deal with this, deal with that. So I just listen to these men, you understand, and be like, right, if I want to be a boss, if I want to walk the walk and talk the talk, I have to take certain jewels from certain people.
You're right.
If men don't want to listen and take jewels and, feel it just a talk thing, well, all right.
Nah,
Get through.
It ain't no room on the table for you.
You will just eat less. That's all, right?
Because I make up my mind. That is what I'm going to do. I'm 33 years old. I willing to step up. A lot of men not willing to step up. I just go on CNC3. I went on the Scotch Music Conference.
I saw that, yes.
You understand? Yeah. I just go on big platforms, basically, and still be me. And talk my talk and walk my walk. I don't go on no TV channel and talk they and thine.
Right.
And then my name is Khalif Graves. And no, I just be me.
That's not you.
You understand? Because I make up my mind that I am taking control. You understand? I am who I am. And I want men to follow me. And have the same adrenaline I have. And have the same drive I have. And let me take over this industry. We up next, brother.
But we here now. And
we here now.
That's the thing. We here. And we not doing what we supposed to.
Let we do this thing.
I watch plenty men I grew up with, dog. Content with just being a follower.
Can you sure about that, boy?
And just living our existence. That dog, I don't even know what you intend to live when you cannot do basic things in life. Like even just buy groceries for your family, dog. Like you're just cool with.
You're good at that.
You good. You good with your wife telling you he's a bum.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You good at that. You just living because you existed, and that is all going on with real men who I looking at you as a big man. We in the same book. Why you don't have a $500?
Why you begging me in the street for money? Come on, you 50-some years old begging a man who's 30-some years old.
When we supposed to be coming together and say, here is the scene. Politics, we are with people for that. It are men who's politicians. It are men who's businessmen. It are men who's... But we know there's we age group. There's we here. There's we here group. We don't have that. We just have a lot of competitive, petty-minded people who will look into hold the secret sauce. You are the secret sauce. It's the same thing in the dog world, and as always be talking about that. You going into a dog training competition.
Yes, he didn't save the name. Just said he didn't save the name.
She called at the wrong time.
That's what I talk to him. But as I always say too, right now, have the most set of young. You're still young, right? You're still fairly young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most set of young talent.
Yeah, that's a good friend. That's a good friend.
You know, yeah, but
He in pocket.
I'm tell you something. Yeah, artists, they wingman.
Right.
Understand? He's a very, very talented artist.
Trinibad?
Well,
Well, of
yeah,
course.
he's singing dancehall, you know. Trinibad is a movement, you know. Trinibad is not a genre, you know.
Oh, seriously?
It's a
You know?
dancehall music.
Yeah, you
I
know.
thought Trinidad was Trinidad dancehall. And just called it
Never.
Trinidad.
Because Lady Love and them young brother and them is not Trinidad.
Right, 'cause-
you know, but I dancehall.
Seriously.
That zest. You know?
Ah.
I'm a movie
different.
idea for a lot of these artists. Eh?
Yeah.
Nah, but Element gotta talk.
No, we go talk. I have a good movie idea.
I can see something.
No, when I tell her a good movie idea, you like House Party with Kid and Play? Remember that?
Like the show?
The movie.
Yeah, House Party.
Yeah, I like that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I like it, but
You don't like House Party?
I was really a kid and play man. You know?
Wow.
I don't know why, but
You didn't grow. What movie you grew up on?
I mean,
What movie?
I mean, it's
Kid and Play.
movies. It's movies.
yeah,
Okay, Friday, like
yeah, of course.
okay.
Kid and Play, Kid and
Want to
Play.
revoke your black
That
card?
was
there?
more my flick. I was not a kid and play fan. I don't know why.
But I will tell you, I have an idea for like this. It could be in the realm of not Kid and Play rap. I don't rate Kid and Play rap. I don't know what the movies they make.
Right.
Yo, when they go and watch House Party.
I know the movie though. I know the movie.
When they go and watch House Party. And then we will talk. We will talk.
It's like a Project X kind of vibe. Nothing.
Yeah, so like a Project X, but I find it's never been done in terms of a film that is not really about, all the films made in Trinidad. It's not, well, this man is a drug lord, kill this next man who's a drug lord. It never be like, it's actually a fucking house parties and wild shit going on that have nothing to do with gun violence, nothing to do with whatever. It's just, where's boy? Wingman trying to brush the wet girl in high school and she giving me the play. But you can rap now. Bang, bang, bang. House party. Use the partner and Motole make a collab. Bam. Hey, she looking to give him the play. But our bullies now in the school. That's basically kill and play. But do that in Trinidad.
Well, what you will have to say concerning the framework that's supporting
Film?
creative, not just film.
Where's the framework?
The framework like this, the system, right? You come up with a creative idea. You can't go Republic Bank and tell them you have seen. You could probably, based on how you probably structure your business, right?
You can't, but okay.
Yeah, but what?
Let me start over, right? You are creative, right? You want to establish something in your career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is highly dependent on the environment that you put yourself in. Some people will leave Trinidad and go LA. Some people will leave and go Hollywood. Trying to make it in a place where you're more likely to make it.
Right.
The challenge and the issue I see in with Trinidad is that though we're very talented, we don't have a careful process of curating and ordering our creativity. So a man might come up with a good song, and he's an artist, but then he could be an artist, painter, thing, boom, boom.
Easy videographer, easy producer, easy
Right,
thing,
easy everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereby there's not a strong financial backing where somebody could go to like a body, a bank, somewhere that they could say, hey, I had this dream, a board, go through your dream, sit down with you, involve everybody.
Even like a label.
A label or A&R, like
They don't have the system
We
of
don't have
record
that system
labels
that
and
way.
things.
For like in other countries, Australia, England, their lottery board is fund movies. Like NLCB, so
Right,
we funding
something
movies.
like that now, but we are good enough, young creative could come and say, here is this.
I need $10
Have a
million.
project idea.
You know why? Because everybody in Trinidad like a racket thing.
Yes.
And I'm
Corruption.
sure people
Yes.
try those things already.
Corruption.
Yes.
You know, and a man take the money and fuck it up and
That's what
just
this play.
don't want to do nothing else with nobody like. And I was say I ready to step up in it because I just meet a lot of people. And every time they meet me, they'll be like, wait, but I wish I'd meet you long time because I meet this videographer and he charged me 20,000, but I still can't get my video. And I'd be like, 20,000 though.
Yeah.
So,
I miss
you
those
know what I
days.
would I do for you if you give me 20,000?
I miss those days.
Movie
I
like
would
that
have
make
rate
thing.
you. I would have respect you. I would have ride for you. Just because you serious about spending that type of money.
Yeah.
You know, but I meet these men late. So I meet these men when they don't get robbed.
And they done.
When
No,
they lost all the
yeah.
sponsorship money.
Hey, the
Yes,
videography money fuck up bad before it's. When you talking that 20,000 was like
go on.
standard. Was standard.
Correct.
I miss those days. Now it's like,
men
how they do it for free?
No, yeah,
So
to
you
come
don't have
down.
an association now where a man could go and get reported for doing.
No.
bullshit. He didn't.
No, you just get a bad name and people don't work with you.
Nah, well, like the creative's fault. Like the creative's
It's supposed to
fault
have all
altogether.
these things, but it's like people just collect
So when cut does come in this whole situation.
in music. It have music TT, right? It does have that.
Yeah.
It have cut, it have music TT, it have creative
So
TT.
what you're trying to tell me, right, is we have a lot of artists, performers, music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, it are people with financial resources, people with backends, people who in the industry, the banking industry and all.
Right.
You trying to say to me that, well, you did allude to it being by design. This is people want a thief,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But it don't make sense to be giving the youths a false hope. Could be like we in a little pond. We in a little pond.
And here the thing, right? And Trinibad was literally that now. Trinibad was like a mini bank. You know, they could call them gang leaders, call them community
That was
leaders,
the
call
point.
them whatever you want. But these men was
Actually
taking
funding
little
the
ghetto
industry.
youths and funding them. And there was gain through. You know, and I why the vex. Because the same men all they like to criticize and say this and that and that. Them doing more than the government.
Yeah.
Them help more youths than the government. And still helping youths, men doing big things. When you really dive into Trinidad and really see what really going on, don't be a hater.
Yeah.
Just look and see now, but yeah, it's not like you're seeing like, damn, maybe if you wasn't living in Trinidad and you was living somewhere far from it, you might
would
have
have.
looked in and be like, wait, boy, that big movement going on there, but you know, everybody involved too, boy. Like it's just not the artist now, it's a full movement, as I say.
Yeah,
You know?
I didn't realize how big it was until that same party we went, and then I hear the
Yeah, it's the largest. It's the
Yeah. And
largest
it grew very
tourism
quick.
industry in the world. You know? Well, genre in the world, you know. You understand? No other genre just come out. Well, as I say, Trinidad is not a genre, it's a movement. But the world just watch it as a genre, right? It's Trinidad and soul, and it's a different thing. It's nobody and create nothing.
I didn't know it was
since,
that big.
You know?
I didn't know it was that
Come
big.
on.
It changed the whole complexion of the
The
party.
last thing we had like that was the steel pan.
Really?
And it didn't reach that. Come on, the steel pan no
Well, you
reach.
see, yeah, you know.
What it is.
Yeah.
No, Trinidad is very huge. You only think that fight in Trinidad is literally Trinidad, you know. And DJ Ponders always say too, he's always say,
you know Pond, cool.
yeah, he's always say, when I go out there,
Love.
they love Trinidad. Them and say nothing negative about no Trinidad. Them watching we like popcorn and Mavado, you understand? But people here, you know.
You do any performances outside? Ever went outside?
Well, like
for
as an
perform-
artist?
Yeah.
Well, when I was an artist, you
Oh,
know,
no.
I was in the Magnum Kings and Queens of Dance, so there was a competition in Jamaica, you know. I went to that. And Swan, he did now, you know, he now Busway, you know, I went Barbados with him in Miami, you know, so that when I was a full artist. Right now, I come like a mini Jay-Z, you know. Yeah, that was
vocal.
what myself. I just do music when I feel to.
Right.
But I really a businessman and I about making money and making moves and I want to be that what we was now talking about. You know?
Right.
I want to be the Def Jam in Trinidad. You know, that is my
Serious.
goal. That was always my dream. You know, from the very beginning. You know, when I now start at 18 years old, I finish school, I take what I year to figure out what I want to do. You know,
And
start
you're
to
just like-
smoke weed, all kind of thing. You know, forget the football thing. Start to say, well, it's
Yeah,
better I try
yeah.
the music because I could rap, I could freestyle, I could write. And my first artist was Nessa Preppy. People didn't know that.
Nessa.
A matter of fact, I never talk about this. Ever.
I like this now. I would say this.
The
yeah.
only people
Prep
who
is
know
my
this-
dog.
Dropping out, we dropping out.
The only people
exclusive
who
right
know
now.
this
Right.
is all here. And my friends, them.
Right.
Prep is my dog. Prep is my dog.
Yeah, that was my first artist. She was still going to school, you know, and
Yeah.
I see
When she
her.
had the dumb kind of, I forget the school, it was like kind of over.
Yeah, Central.
Polo, yeah, a polo kind of thing.
You understand?
She's a Rima foundation.
Yeah, I was about 17, 18. You know, yeah, she come and read my
Right, so you used to bump with her when she used to be on the weekend campus.
Yeah, that was my
Right,
artist.
okay,
You know?
right,
That
right,
was
okay.
literally
I know
my
that. I know
artist.
this. I know this guy.
Yeah,
I've
you
seen
know?
him before.
And she never used to rap, she never used to sing, nothing like that. And she was like, she's do poetry. I swear, you know, poetry and rap is the same thing. You know,
But she,
you know?
and she could spit.
It's rhythm and poetry. And she said, hey, thing. I say, come and check me out. We go record that song. She was 16.
Yeah.
And she come and she rap, she tune. I was on Biggie, Dead Wrong Beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always connect like wireless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we put it up on Facebook, you know, comments. Everybody's like, hey, this red girl rapping, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And we so pushy. And then Full Grime Records was the name of my record label them days. So she used to
Man
be
was
like,
always bolted.
yeah, Full Grime.
FG.
You know,
Yeah,
and I
Mafia.
remember we ended up recording a song called Run
Right.
My Tune. I rap. If it's good in the hood, they gonna
Run
play
my
my
tune.
tune.
And she do
Can
shit.
I remember
This
it?
ain't no
some-
Vado, this
I
ain't
remember.
cartel.
She
you
do
better pay.
a verse in German.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what I was
Okay, I remember
after,
that.
you know. But when she do that song, that Run My Tune, it play on Boom Champions. I'll never forget that. And I tear on down my dog. I swear, dog. I tear on down my dog. I was like, wait, boy. Out of my bedroom, boy. I, preppy tune playing on the radio, boy.
Is that plus?
And then, and then, well, she started continue doing she thing. And then, obviously, she met Coon Rose. I think that is her husband today.
Right.
And Coon started just, he take it from there, basically, and he up the level. But that was always my dream. That was always the way I used to be. So even though I was singing and thing as KG, you know what inspired me? The movie Hustle and Flow.
Terrence.
Yeah.
No, that movie inspired plenty
Doggy,
people.
I as a youth, now them days, just like how I didn't know how to start a podcast audio-wise, I wanted to know how to do this thing. Like, how I go and sing the audio,
egg
does
cat
it
in the wall.
record?
Did you egg cat in the wall? That's what I want to know. You take the egg cat
Yeah.
and you take the chain up.
Listen, as a youth, I just want to know how to get my voice on a beat. When I was going to school, remember them MP3 players and them, I used to play like a beat from LimeWire. I used to download.
LimeWire.
Yeah, I used to download beats from LimeWire.
LimeWire kids is what we used to do before it had torrent.
But what do you know about LimeWire?
LimeWire, the
son.
man pull back, you know.
Yeah, and I used to put it on a CD, and then I go run the beat from the radio, and I go hold the MP3 player, and I go be rapping.
A mad scientist.
This before you get the strainer with the bandana.
No, a MP3 player.
What you use as the pop
They
filter?
2005.
Nah,
What pop
yeah,
filter?
yeah,
It has before it had no pop filter.
This is an MP3 player where I used to play. They did bootleg
I know what you're
iPod.
talking about.
They went
The man hit
iPod.
the MacGyver, dog.
They when iPod was out, and men couldn't afford iPod, so it was an MP3 player.
Yeah.
And it had a USB thing on the end. Where you could
Everybody
chuck it
had
in your
one,
thing, and you
yeah.
could put music, you could drag music on it.
You remember that?
That had a recording button on it, had a mic, and you could record like voice note material.
But then
kind
you
of
play-
thing.
play the song
I play
and
the
thing.
beat, yeah, and I rap it on the MP3 player. And then I taking that, I checking that in my computer, and I dragging them files on a CD, I burning that, and I
Burn that.
burning school, brother, and I'm my album, I'm Form 3, Form 4. I'm my album, brother, selling my album, and buying my album, KG, I dissing the principal, I dissing my dog, I dissing man in Form 4, and this, that. Yeah, that was the, yeah. Anyway, so as a youth now, I want to figure out, but how I do it professionally. I can't know they're not the way, I just do nothing. And I watch Hustle and Flow, boy. And I see that I had a regular mic, but not this, not a regular mic, but that a regular mic. And I see that I had a mixing board. First time I'd see that too. Then I see that I had the eggshells on the wall. First time I see that too. And I start watching the movie, yeah. I see, this is really interesting. But you got a show in here. The little show in the blueprint, like how to do it. And they before social media, they before all these things. So how I go and find out this? I from Arima, nobody in the studio around me. You understand? Internet was like them shitty internet dogs still plug in.
Yeah, you gotta go into that cafe.
Yeah,
no
cafe. It was cafe days.
It had no Wi-Fi.
Nah, no Wi-Fi. And I remember I do so now when I watch a movie and I watching how they doing it, whatever, and then I see he was rapping and the mic was distorted. So he telling him, bro, you can't use this mic.
Yeah,
We gotta get a condenser.
Gotta get a condenser.
Yeah, we gotta get a condenser. And I watch, I say, all right. He gone for the condenser, boy. He bring back the condenser and now he clean it now. Start to cut
Hustle
flick.
and Flow, as he
Start to
should.
cut flick. The other white boy, you playing the keyboard. Dun, 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 dun. I say, all right. And I went and do that. I get all my egg crate. I think I buy it from some factory that used to make egg or something so.
Right.
My whole bedroom. My bedroom was about a little bigger than this. And I fill up my whole room with
The
egg.
great.
Egg
Some
crate,
prefer
brother.
Where we saw.
Yeah, but I think doing one ass.
That is.
I'm not doing shit.
Yeah, and I did, and me and Preppy and them day boy, and Preppy rapping, I rapping, and and then I went from that, and well, music wasn't working obviously. you know. And I started to get really depressed, dog, because I had to say, how I go in and make it, boy?
Okay, Baze, you was like now 18 years old.
I was about 19.
And that, do you depressed at 19?
Yeah, boy,
Like-
because I want to make it bad. And then when you know how it's to be, remember you know nothing about this thing, you know?
Yeah.
So my first heavy breakout was when I went Soca Star. That was like Soca Star 5 or something, or 4.
Yeah.
First time I ever went for audition, and I killed me that I go and get through. 'Cause I don't know nothing about this thing. I'm naive, dog. I thinking once you have a talent, and then I watching TV, I see men singing shit, that kind of thing. I said, I go get through, man.
Yeah.
And I went, I didn't get through, boy. And I cry. dog, I find Ariel talking about cry.
mash
People
up.
go
It's
and say,
okay.
"Kid, just Drake up."
It's a
It's,
serious
it's,
man.
it's okay to be emotional.
He's Drake up. Nah, but I'm emotional fella. Me and Bex. You
Nah, it's
understand?
better you be honest
But
about
I
it.
cry in our car from Synergy straight home Marima, though. I
Don't
cry.
worry, man.
And then I went to my bed and I cried more, though. And my brother was like, "Though you getting on so?" But I couldn't even explain why I was getting on so. I just thought that how would I get through by?
Disappointment.
And I didn't get. I spent $1,500 for the beat all kind of thing. I
Jesus.
know them days are broken to teeth. My mother thing gave me like 700. My brother
Yeah,
gave me
what
like
you're talking
300. And a Smalley who say, "Nah, go you'll get you." She gave me like 250.
Yeah.
At the top, I paid the producer. I even record the song. I just had the beat and then I go on to the audition. TC, it was TC, but no, it wasn't TC. It was, yeah, I think it was TC.
Super Jigga
Who was
TC?
the one of the judges them days? It was Beaver.
Super Jigga TC.
Yeah, TC. And
next
the woman, right?
Some woman, yeah.
Who,
Can't remember her name, but yeah.
Carla or something.
Yeah.
And that's what to do so. I was like, what I mean? He was like,
Next
time.
Wow.
Correct.
Next.
Yeah, so I take my
Yikes.
break out, wherever going through my life, they all 2010 probably.
Yeah.
I think I'm going through my life and around I had to work, my grandma and I'm coming around my mother and I'm telling me,
What the fuck you doing with your life
you
now,
know,
nigga?
Yeah.
but I was
Again, big-
recording music by another studio. I link up with a virgin and, he was like, "I like your vibes, but, and I used to go by here and he started to give me cleaner recordings.
Right.
I was like, yeah, but, I'm
When,
going up,
Justin?
Nah, I didn't even meet Justin yet. This was WMG Lab with Kid
Oh,
from
okay.
Malabar.
Okay.
You understand? And he started getting me cleaner recordings and then continued doing my thing and the man started duck my way. You understand? He go see this, but we had fall out that time, you know?
Right.
Like he started to get fed up on me because I recorded music and I ain't getting no buzz now. And that time I go on by the door and knock on the door, the AC on and the man playing like he in home, dog. And that break my heart, dog. Again, dog.
And he cried again.
I feel so, I can't remember, but I know it was real hurtful, dog. And I went home, and I figured this. I went home, again, all that real in-depth story about my life.
Yeah.
I went home, and but I sit down on the step, and I told real feelings. I say, but what I going and do? Like, what I going and do, boy? Like, because I want to make it in life,
Yeah,
I always had dreams of at least making it in life. I didn't want to be no poor man, or be no man who no can. Like I always wanted to be living this
yourself,
life,
yeah.
dog, son. And I just didn't know what to do. And every time I had a thought of not making it in music, the first thought would be working in a factory, working in a janitor work, because, I didn't really take school as serious.
Yeah.
So I knew that I'm not going to get a good job. I'm going to get a work pay me $2,400 a month and them kind of thing. So I done seeing the struggle, like I feeling like something what I had to do for the rest of my life, boy. Like, and I get this work in Mecal Fab, and man pay me $100 a day. And yeah, I'm doing labor work, so I sweeping ground and thing. And I remember while I sweeping, I feeling like a slave. I feeling like how my ancestors used to feel, and I was like, they not how I want to feel, dog. And I lead that work. I end up getting that next work in Direct One. I get $1,800 a month, right?
Derek, what you call about
That's
that?
the original
That's the original
concept.
call center.
$1,800 a month, but I wear shirt and tie, and I'm working in AC.
In AC.
So I ain't feeling like a piper.
Right.
I feeling like an important man. I know there's how society want to see us.
Right.
But I making no money.
Drinking
But
and
pretending
cooling.
I'm making money, though.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
my birds feel I'm making money.
In
Oh,
suit and
mean?
tie, yeah.
All my birds feel I'm making money, and
Yeah.
I lost the work. I think I stay home for 2 weeks.
Jesus
And I
Christ.
come back with no sick leave. I just thought I could do that, though.
Right, yeah.
You understand? I lost
No,
my
no,
work.
I mean,
I thought I could do that. I was
Yeah,
sick.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
sick.
You cannot do it in school.
Yeah.
About sick leave. Is that?
Yeah, this is clip
And
no.
and when I lose the work now, I didn't know. I really didn't know what to do, dog. And the man who I used to record by, who started duck me, I built a studio with him now, like back in the days. When I really built it with him, but I watch him build a 10 by 10 room and just put equipment, like a room like this, and he
Yeah.
just put equipment in it. I watch him do it, as a youth now, and I see where he was paying little 1,000 every fortnight, buying a pallet of bricks, putting it up slowly. I see when it had no ceiling. After about 2 months, he got up some money, he put the ceiling. I see the process of building now.
That was not weak. You doing well.
No, not a week. Like, a week might come, he might have
He
a
might get
1,000.
money and
Oh,
put it
I was like,
aside.
yo.
But
yeah.
I see the process of like how easy it was to build something. And I always thought that you had to, if you were a house, you had to build a house in one. And I learned lay a block every day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You
those
understand?
jumps,
And
jib by
one
jib.
day you'll wake up and see a wall. I didn't understand that concept. And I end up messaging like 5 brethren and I tell them, like, build a studio.
Yeah.
And one of them replied to me. That was my brethren Rasi. Them days Rasi's not even my brethren, you know, but he used to buy beats from me. And I know he was serious about his craft just because he used to buy beats from me. He invested, that means he's serious. And he come and check me, say, but I work in Sunshine Snacks. I come in and check here, we go talk. And he come and say, we could build a studio, you know. We go pour up little 500 ever so often. And we take about 6-7 months to build the studio.
That's
And we build it by
serious,
That's
ourselves.
6 months.
Yeah, and we build it by ourselves though. Like we are no skilled laborer among us, nothing. Men were just telling us how to do it. We even pull no line, nothing.
Right.
We just lay down the bricks, had a foundation already behind my yard.
Like risky business.
And we just, brother, but we do it.
Yeah.
And it's still there. The studio there
Stand up.
about 10 years, 12
Arima?
years now.
In Arima?
Narima, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Reality records. You understand? I when the whole studio vibe start and I tell myself, well, I have a studio now, you know, let me do
Operate
something.
like, yeah,
And I start to boss up myself and I start to take lead. I start to pull in, I see Swanee on Facebook. I just see the image and I even hear the music. I just see
Okay.
the image and I say, well, who's this man? Prince Swanee. I like the name, boy. And I see in the 100 chains, I use really royalty of a
Yeah,
prince. Like, who is you?
yeah,
Who's these
yeah,
men putting these chains on you? I didn't even understand the culture. I called from Arima.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know tongue different.
Yeah, I didn't even,
Tongue is a
I
whole
never,
new-
before Trinibad, I never used to be in the beatum. I have no reason to be in there. I never used to be on no St. Paul or whatever. I have no reason to be there. It's through the industry and through meeting these men, I end up in these areas. I from Arima, I know about the dial.
Yeah,
I know about Omera Road doubles.
Old
I know
road.
about that kind of
Yeah.
vibes, you understand?
Correct,
So when I'm linked with Swanee, I say, dog, I really like this. You know, I like the vibes. And he said, come pick me up now, you know. Think. I tell him I have a studio and I pick him up. And the first day I pick him up as my team record. And then after that, I see the vision one time, dog. And I link Induction Empire. Well, that Justin you was talking about?
Yeah.
Right. So it was Justin. I know Justin before that.
Redman, Justin. There, you know
Producer?
them. Yeah.
JD Ellis.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a bro. And I link he and I say, dog, I had this artist named Swanee. How are you? Listen to him. And we had a meeting, you know, me, Jay, Max, and Swan. And I say, how going on? I is the creative director here. I go shoot the videos. I go say what is what. I go say what songs should be out, what to throw away. You understand? And all you just produce the music for him
So
basically.
you take like a executive
Producer role, you know.
And then,
And then I was in my with the camera, so I know, well, right, I could put the visuals to whoever them create in the studio. And so and he went in the studio and in a few weeks they create Go For Them and they create Brother. And we had them 2 songs and we just playing them songs over and over in the studio for like 6 months before it
Yeah.
even come out. Because we don't know when this drop, dog, there's a scene, dog. And I went down in the, you know, Bazie, big up Sunday, big up everybody on the ends there.
I don't know what that.
You know?
You don't know what it was.
Bazie Street.
That's in tongue?
That in tongue, yeah.
Yeah, East West Corridor.
Brother, let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
but-
When I went down there for the first time, I was real bummy. Though.
Whole new world.
When I mean bummy, hey, I gone down there, but that's the first time I ever witnessed the culture now. But it's
the
our
West.
culture, you know.
In the West,
People don't
yeah.
understand like everything is our culture, and what you don't know, you'll be afraid of now. Because you don't know, and you're not from there, so you're going to look from the outside and you're going and judge it now. But it's really our culture, it's really our lifestyle, it's really a generational something now. You know, when you go in there and you see how they really operate as a community,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fear does leave your body because you realize it's not really about killing, you know.
No.
People just get killed. As we say earlier in the podcast, men just be doing real shit out there, dog. The worst set of shit. You understand? And I ain't saying the killing is right,
Justified,
but them
yeah.
things that's be going on in this place now, but real madness going on, and people trying to curb certain things too. You understand? Sometimes war does bring peace, you know? Sometimes, you know? Sometimes a man might be out of line and the only way you can really, because you had to do that because men advantage
That's some
men and
monsters out there
there's all
too.
kind of thing happening in the culture now. If you go African and you're around them tribes and them gonna have the culture, them gonna have the way how they does move, they're gonna have the rules, they're gonna have the principles, man. There's be breaking rules in that culture.
And there's
it's
get
not
punished.
acceptable.
Yeah.
So you had to get it, and that's how it does go. Because I mean,
You get out of line, you get what?
you don't have to be a criminal to be punished. If we commit a crime right now, if we go against what the Prime Minister and all these people saying that we should be doing, and they're going and
Yeah.
It's
we
rules.
have repercussions.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
in these places, it have repercussions too. Them take it amongst the self.
It's self-policing.
Correct. That's what they do it now, basically now. Now them go watch it now. But what I was saying
but we
though,
watch it like crime.
yeah, when I went into the area, I see the culture, you know, I see how it is. They're protecting themselves, you understand? They're making sure that, hey, nobody can come here and violate, you understand? We people, and the fear just leave my body. And I remember shooting the video and we put it out and go for them light up Trinidad. We stop listening Jamaican dancehall, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? Then I had brother.
Well, the boy holding some Jamaican in pocket. They posting.
And when I do brother, the first day it get 40,000 views. Them days,
people was not making 40,000
nah,
views.
nobody, not even Marshall, not even Bungie. You understand? Like I was like, whoa.
That song taking the nation by storm, you know.
By storm. Yeah. And I just had to see everybody start to rate the thing now, boy. And well, Swan bring out Meds, Boss, and Chalano, Killer, and Rebel 6, all them come out. And Trinibad was formed, and people start to act like if, you know, they'd always know that this thing would be popping. And though when Trinibad was real hot, when Killer and was singing Melandros and all these kind of things, people that really love Trinibad, like Trinidad now. You understand? Right. And my issue with it is
he was a dick rider.
Yeah, you know.
Man was dick right.
Yeah, I don't like that, dog, you know, because all they were pretending. I remember before I meet Swan, when I meet Swan and people, when Go For Them drop, because when Go For Them drop, he boss, but everybody didn't understand what's going on yet. Now it's really brother that sink it in them now.
Yeah.
But people was literally doubting me and telling me that the radio will never play that kind of music in Trinidad. And they was right, because at that point in time, Trinidad never used to play no ghetto youth singing, no my money in my pocket and my Benz and my this and whatever, my chain on my neck, and there just was none that. You could even go in the station and get them that. I'm going to be like, dog, what shit is this, dog? This is not soca. This is not going to work.
It ain't calypso.
Yes, and this not going to work, dog. Yes, and when it happened, you know, and I hear Go For Them on radio for the first time, the sense of the out of that song. Because
they didn't know what to play.
They had to censor everything, eh? He calling certain men name, this is that. So, they're censoring it on the plate. I say, look how all you censor 90% of the song just to play it.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's what you need a radio edit.
You understand? Correct. But, I mean, the song wasn't even meant for radio.
True.
You know, it was a song for the streets. And that is a good message for the youths and them too, because it are all different genres of music in Trinidad now. You know, it are men doing hip hop, it are men doing pop, it are men doing all different types of songs, and they just feel like they're not going to get through. But as I was telling me, I remember when we thinking dancehall music could never get through. Don't feel because it was close to we. That wasn't the narrative on the island, bro. Even though it was a Jamaican genre, people used to tell we that it's Jamaican thing.
Same thing that used to happen with them reggae fellas and them Marlon Asha and all of them reggae stars.
And it bust. Yeah. So all the men who doing the hip hop, all the men just do all the thing. Just find the way how to
taking a while though.
You have to package it right. As I always tell plenty of them that you see that hip hop thing, the reason why Trinidad work, it was real. Men was being themselves, men were dressing like how they normally dress, you know, men was acting how they acting in real life. Men was bigging up where they was from, men wasn't pretending to be from Tivoli Gardens better. Men say big up the B's, big up the C's, big up Maraval. The things men was talking about the men in their communities. Our hip hop artists just had to be a little more real.
Hip-hop artists talking about 100 million bricks coming over the
you could say I'm talking about Benz and Beamer, and then when I see you driving a Tida, or worse, you're traveling.
You're not green man.
Mix emotions. Mix emotions. You can't mix the emotions. Hide at least. If you're saying about the Beamer, don't let nobody see.
Come on,
our hip-hop artists, because we have a lot of talented artists. I rate some of them. I rate J-Naj, you know, I rate Mike Wise.
Okay.
When I mean rate, I mean like me as a producer, me as somebody, as a fan of the art. He's not a fan of the industry, you know. As DMX say, he's not a, what you say? He's not a man, he's not a man, what you say?
That's an interview in Breakfast Club?
No, he flipped the words and he say, I'm not a man in the industry. Something, but basically he was saying that he don't allow the industry to take over him now, but he's not a fan of that, you know. And same with me, I'm a fan of the art, so it don't matter what genre of music you're doing, it don't matter how much followers you have on Instagram. I can listen to you and know if you really have what it takes now,
right?
You know. And when I listen to some of these rappers in Trinidad, they have a vibe,
potential.
Yeah, I know yes, rappers, but all the different genres of music, they have a vibe, but they just have to find a way to relate to the people.
Marketing.
Yeah, or if you really want to be a rapper, you need to get your visa. And
All the time, it's the same. No,
you need
it's
to
the same thing.
focus
Move.
on that. You know,
Go
like
away.
you think
Get
what
your
happen
visa.
overnight, but you need to make the right move.
Fly out and fight.
Find your
For
white
that
woman to
happen.
marry.
Yeah, you go, dog. Why men afraid to do that?
Find your
Why?
white to
He's
marry.
an artist.
That's a thing.
He's an artist, brother. You understand?
Jet Li do that, eh?
Serious.
Dog, you're in the industry.
Jet Li do that, eh?
Brother, this industry.
Wong Fei Hong do that, eh?
People
Don't get
getting tired,
what?
but there are plenty of them Jamaican artists you watching who living across there and thing. How you feel them day?
Find
Whether
her-
it's papers.
Find
or-
a Shikaka and marry it.
Oh,
And Shikaka mean
you
the
have
great
to be
white butt.
smart, bro. Yeah, so you want to rap.
Detective.
Yeah, you need to get out of here. Go England or something at least. You
Yeah,
know?
if you at least want to be a
But you need to
rapper.
market yourself, you know?
Hey,
Yeah, bye.
we coming up to the end of the show?
Yeah.
Was a better show.
This was a pretty good show, to be
Yeah,
honest
of
with you.
course.
Because I never interact with you, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
I see when they're coming through the shades and the two goons now. I thought, shit, we gonna get robbed.
No.
We gonna get robbed for sure.
You might come with the report team.
I thought I said, Bazie, this could be a thing.
Yeah, no, you're mad.
You know, you come up at the gate, he was like, this is what the podcast is. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get
Nah,
robbed.
you know, we gotta keep it. We gotta keep it militant at all times.
So I said on the car.
Yeah.
I said,
And
thank
like,
God.
yeah, you don't
Thank
watch me
God,
like a
Mackay
god, boy.
shit. Thank God, Mackay
Put
shit.
on, get on, shake your shit, God.
I pull on the car, I said, Bazie on your own.
Nah, you know, we gotta keep it militant at all times. you
But
know?
yeah. No, but this was a good interview. I would say this. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but gratitude on coming out, same way, dog.
Yeah,
Yep.
Any final words you want to tell your fans, people who looking out for KG, big them up, hail them out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we always about good vibes, good energy. You know, that's what we are about. We are about pushing the culture. We are about pushing the youths. You know, I'm very, very serious when it comes to that. You know, I kind of, well, I ain't gonna say I burn a fire, but I had a little viral video going around. Well, I did the video yesterday. You know, I was talking about the Olympic team now. Yeah, and I was talking about how, you know, the Olympic team going to France and instead of people focus on, you know, like getting them good words of encouragement and, you know, filling up the comment section with positive energy. They're talking about the kit and who and like the clothes and thing that. And that's really the culture of our country for generations. Since I was a youth man, as soon as you walk in the school, the first thing to do is watch your foot now, boy.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
as I say, who teach with the culture of laughing at people's clothes and thing now, boy. You understand? Who brainwash you
rabbit
to
hole?
feel like that is the flick now, you know? And I was talking about that and I was saying that imagine if the youths and them had to come on social media to see what type of support they're probably getting from the people, you know? We now cross the line, we now wave the flag,
It's
you
probably
know?
meant
Let me
first
go
time
and
to
see what
go
my fans are
France.
saying. Right, let me see what my fans. I work
Nobody
hard, I train
trending,
hard, I
nothing.
sweating in the stadium every day because it's the Olympics, you know? I try to make my country proud.
Yeah.
And when I go on social media, all I see is my country laughing at my kid now. Boy.
Yeah, we cannot really find what small island is.
Correct,
Yeah,
understand? And I mean, the video went super viral, and I didn't expect it to go so viral. I was just talking my mind. Like, I really wake up and down my mind too. You know, 'cause I was like, why we continue to do this? We always talking about crime and the youths and this and that, but that's what they're doing. Change all yourself. If all what the place to change your mindset. How come when you watch something so great, the first thing come to your mind is the most negative thing?
Yeah,
And I watch in the comments and some people saying, KG, no, we ain't talking about the athletes, you know. We just talking about the clothes. But who wearing the clothes? Fool.
And how you will feel
You
when
understand?
you have on something.
You have on the
Yeah.
clothes. So when I on the media, it don't matter what designer make it, I wearing it. So I go and feel like, instead of all of that, say, hey, look, KG, up in the Olympics, boy, KG, big up yourself. I see it. But what I'm wearing?
And I mean, to
You're
be honest, I
killing my
see some kind of
confidence.
outfits in the Olympics. Trinidad wasn't that bad, to be honest.
Dog, it don't even matter, dog.
it's
You
like-
know? So,
I mean, we only have certain avenues to reach our international stage on
God,
Olympics.
dog,
as
relax
well.
on yourself.
That's what you say.
relax on
support,
yourself. So back to my point is Trinidad, we need to really understand what's really going on now. Right? You understand? Like we just come on social media and we just talk. You know, when a young girl get bullet, a young man get bullet, we just come on the media, we just talk, oh God, look what's going on in the country. But what we really going to do as a nation to really change that? When you ask yourself that question, like what we going to do? I want people to answer me that way. What you think we should do? Right? Yeah. People go blame the government. People go blame the police, but it's not that deep. Is each one teach one? Is our village raise our child?
Yeah.
Is energy, is language, is what you just tell each other when the day come. You see a man in the Olympics, why you talking about ticket? Congratulate him.
For
As
me,
I
one of
say,
the top
people,
athletes in the world.
as I say, bro, people lacking spirituality, you know.
Yeah.
You understand? People lacking God. When you're not close
I know
to
what you
God, when you're close to God, when you're not close to God, I should say, you're close to the devil now.
Well, you gotta pick a side.
So everything that coming out your mouth, demonic, and you don't even realize. So people feel it's just clothes, and people think I was just talking about the clothes. I don't give a fuck about that clothes.
Yeah.
I talking about all your mindset. I talking about something deeper than what you think I talking about. I talking about we just loving each other. If we really want the place to change, we just have to show love every single day, every single minute. Forget that negative energy, dog.
That
Just
is
forget it.
Easier said than
You
done.
understand?
Yes.
Just forget it. But no, it's not easier said than done, you know. It is very easy. But that's why we need more of this. We need more people to be vocal because I feel like people don't really understand how easy this thing really is.
To
You
make it-
understand? And how easy it is for we to really come together and love each other. It's just people feel like it's a physical thing, you know. As I say, it's something simple as instead of talking about the youth men them clothes, we could have put some positive. Instead of talking down on Trinibad, we could support the youths and them so they could probably get visas and thing and fly out of here so they ain't go dead. You understand? Instead of talking about the young girl who get shoot because she like bad man, you should guide the young girls and them.
So they know how to pick a proper man.
Talk to them. When they're crying out for help, help them.
It's true.
Help the youths. Just help the youths. We can't save all, you know. But sure we can save some.
Yeah.
Final words?
You didn't know me?
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, you go ahead.
My final words is, I mean, I didn't even know fucking at the Olympics was how to go. Like I read out it. I didn't even all this, all this shit. I was like,
that's
shit.
it.
Olympics going on. God damn.
To all the athletes on them.
For we athletes.
And
Hey.
I have to say that too, you know, like they got the athletes and them.
So all the athletes out there, fellas, the Olympic Village is like the biggest sex fest you could have. So fellas, enjoy yourself.
Strap up, strap up.
Strap up.
And the kit real hard.
And
Well, you see the kit, dog?
You're rocking the red, white, and black.
Trinidad.
Well, you see the kit?
No, I
see
don't
it.
know.
I
I
see it
didn't know
yet,
Olympics.
Brother, the kit hard, dog. But
Serious.
you're going on Trinidad backward, dog. Them don't even understand that is the new
It's the
style,
new style.
bro.
Baggy
That
clothes,
hard,
that kind of
dog.
vibe.
That
Yeah.
I had
hard.
to see this
That's
shit.
Europe.
That
That's
hard.
Europe.
All the buttons Paris. All the buttons was the pan. Like it was pan as the button.
Trinidadians
It
only
was
need to travel
creative,
and
dog.
go places. Go places.
Correct, boy.
Finish up.
Too small.
Yeah,
As usual,
bro.
everybody do good every time. Good will follow, right?
Yes,
This is
sir.
Mr. Bazie. We out.
Yeah, man.